Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it all for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love. For the love, for the love, for the love. Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it all for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love of it all. For the love, for the love, for the love. Swear I just wanna be somebody. Outside trying to meet somebody. Said we just way too dumb and drunken. I do say I'm 21 and I don't know what to just me, but tell you what, let me dream. Take it someplace you ain't never been. If we break up, just don't make a scene. Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it all for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love. For the love, for the love, for the love. Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it all for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love of it all. For the love, for the love, for the love. Don't always know what to say, but I can't let you go. Where we going after this? Hey, you never know. One thing I know for sure is everything will end. Meet me in the next life and we can try again.
Hey y'all, happy hump day. I'm still falling for that. It is Wednesday. And this is another amazing episode of EVO-ISMS Live. This is episode 128, y'all. We've been doing this thing for a long time. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to tell y'all some of this good news, some of this bad news, you got what I'm saying, and keep some of y'all abreast. I'm just saying, keep y'all up on this stuff that is happening now. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world. We're going to talk about some of that. I may even do evolution news tomorrow so I can break some stuff down a little more. Now, I'm only going to be here like an hour or two, but we're going to cover a lot. Maybe some of my friends going to come in, you know what I'm saying, my peoples, you know, and they're going to help me talk about some of this stuff. There's a lot of nonsense going on. You know what I'm saying? But before we do that, I want to say thank you for coming. You got what I'm saying? To YouTube, Instagram, you know, Twitter, X, wherever you at, Facebook. You got what I'm saying? Thank you for showing your girl some love. We about to learn a lot tonight, all right? But I need you to do something first. If you can, I love the fact that there's so many platforms I'm on and so many people that show me love. If you can, get over to YouTube where I'm at right now. You come in the room, you can talk to me. You can subscribe if you're not subscribed. Okay, wherever you at, please like whatever video or whatever platform you're on. Hit the like button, whether it's a thumbs up, whether it's a heart. You got what I'm saying? Show your girl some love. Share it out to somebody. Hold your girl down. Let somebody know. This is EVO-ISMS. Evolution going to keep it real. She going to give it to you straight, no chaser. Okay? That's just what it is. Okay? Also, if you are on YouTube with me, shout me out. Let me know you're in the room. You know what I'm saying? So I can give you some love. Also, even if you're on these other platforms, I'm going to need you to come over here and subscribe. You got what I'm saying? Give your girl some love. Those that have subscribed, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are now my evolutionary family, and I love you guys. And we're going up. It's going to be a lot of stuff happening. So I'm going to play a little video just so you understand what I'm talking about, what I just talked about. And then, we're going to hit it. We're going to talk about some of this stuff. Some of this stuff going to shock y'all. So please stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear it go, y'all. Yes. All right. So y'all know what that was, right? Hit that subscribe button for your girl. So you know anytime I have some new shows, you know what I'm saying? There's some existing shows. Let me tell you, there's a lot of new shows coming. There's a lot of people telling me that they want to get involved. And I love to see my people win. So everybody can come and get some of this love. You got a show, idea, whatever you want to do. You ain't never got to see me on the screen. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I love producing. It's what I do. All right. Also, I need y'all to hit that like button. If you're up over here on YouTube, thumbs up. Please like it. Please like the button. If you're on X, I know a lot of y'all on X. Thank you so much. I love you guys over there for showing support and showing love. Please like the video. Hit that heart for me. Please, you know what I'm saying? And share it out to some of your people if you can, all right? Please make sure you're following your girl. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do it just like that. Now, I've been looking at a lot of clips. As you know, I'm going to break this down, right? Follow me on every platform at Evolution Era Media. I think on Twitter, on X, it is Evolution Era MED. I couldn't get the whole IA. All right, so that's it. Also, if you are on Facebook, it is my name. It is Destiny, 2 E's, Evolution Brooklyn, all one word, and J-A-E. That's me over there, all right? I want to break this first clip down to you, right? I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to bring it back to today. Today was a big one. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all definitely would like to know about that. I'm going to shout out my people first. I see my people in the room. I love you guys. All right. Shout out to my sis. And thank you so much. This is my sis, the White School Podcast. She has an amazing channel on YouTube. Y'all please go follow my sis. She show love all the time. Y'all see all the O's. That's my sis right there. Shout out to you, White School. All right. Oh, Wilson Bam. All right. That is the king. He shows so much love. Salute to you, King. It is amazing. I love when you are in the room, brother. I miss you when you're not here. Please continue to come. We need that energy in the room, right? You know. Oh, and I got my sis in the building, Tara Shanice. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all follow Tara Shanice. She has a show where she celebrates Black men, okay? It is on Fridays. It is on Instagram, all right? Do me a favor, Tara. Please put your Instagram handle in the comments so I can shout you out and make sure they go follow. Let me tell you something. Tara got some of the finest Black men over there I ever seen before in my life. Please give that sis some love. She doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? She's a beautiful woman. Also, one of my sisters, you know, and I'm going to get these sisters on this new live ladies we doing. That's coming. We got some stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely look out for that. Okay. Oh, we got my sis, Kendra Beely. That's Kenzie. All right. Shout out to you, Candy. Good to see you in the room. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. You know, definitely. All right. And Tara's fast. She does this, right? So it is TAR_RAAH. All right, TAR_RAAH. That is on Instagram. Y'all follow her at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tara, please tell me if I'm wrong. That is on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Hold my sis down, you know? She hold me down all the time. I love it. All right. What's up, Kwame?
Hello.
Hey, here one of my riders. Let me tell you something. Kwame is what we call over here, and it's the highest honor we can give Kwame. Kwame does everything, okay? She is the one that tells me about stuff I do not know about, and she is what we call the clip queen. What the clip queen does is, if I be like, dang, I really want to talk about this on the show, but I cannot find it. Yo, she gets it in less than a minute. I've never seen somebody work this fast in my life. That is my sis, Kwame. She hold me down on everything. You know what I'm saying? Very well respected. I love my sister, Kwame. Kwame, do you want to shout out where they can find you, support you at, Kwame?
Evolution Media.
All right. If y'all are interested in Kwame, it's another beautiful Black woman. Y'all hit me up. Kwame is like, she mad cool. You know what I'm saying? She's smooth. So y'all holler at me. Let me know. You get what I'm saying? If y'all need some help from Kwame or whatever, I'm pretty sure she got you. She is like an expert at this stuff, right? So, you know, it take It take people. It's a well-oiled machine. All right, you know what I'm saying? If I'd have kept doing it by myself, I'd have killed myself by now. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. You know. Now, Kwame, I'm so glad you're here, sis.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
It was something that I wanted to talk about a while ago. Right, and I'm gonna see if you know a little bit about it. People were asking me about a certain clip, and I'm hoping that this clip is right. Matter of fact, okay. So what this is? At the time, I didn't want to go all the way back. Do y'all remember a couple of months ago, Kelly Price, right? And I had been dying to talk about it. She had made a video about Black women. I know White School probably would know, where she was saying how hateful we were, and you know, and how we didn't support each other, and how bad we were, and all this stuff. And it rubbed a lot of sisters wrong, right? But it put her in what we call the victim spot, which means, oh, y'all being messy and bad to Kelly Price. Kelly Price to send you under the table. Y'all are mad at her talent. We shouldn't do that to our sisters, right? And I call cap. I'm gonna tell you why I call cap, right? If y'all have ever seen R&B Divas, has anybody seen R&B Divas? Now I'm gonna tell you why that one is very important. And R&B Divas, Kelly Price was the worst woman on the show. She really showed her Black, I ain't supposed to cuss, it's my offer. But she really showed her behind. Please let me know in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? And they had this saying, the stuff you do in the dark will come to the light. If you are a disgusting person in the dark, if you are hiding it, it will come to the light. You get what I'm saying? And it seems like that is what was happening to our sis, Kelly Price. So I'm gonna play this video. This is the clip, the old clip. Now, funny that this clip is being played by the person it is being played by. Y'all know she ain't my favorite. I don't like this person, but it was real important that it was played this way. And Kwame, let me know, if you might remember this. Anybody might remember this. Let me stop it for 1 minute. Now, this is Clarissa Shields. Y'all know how I feel about Clarissa, right? But let me play this before I even start talking crazy. All right, here we go, y'all. Hopefully, y'all can hear this.
One of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth.
She's not lying. Y'all
things that you say about other Black women, but you're an activist, and you are educated, and you are this, and you are that, and you are the other. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself, because a degree ain't gonna get your stupid into heaven.
Because I actually saw the video that she posted where she was performing. She had her tennis shoes on, I think with some capris on or something like that. And people just come in mean stuff to her. She sing, bro. Judge her singing. You can't talk about how she don't sing good because she got the voice of a damn angel. But you want to talk about her size and her looks and her clothes? Everybody don't want to wear no heels.
Black women, you are some of the most nasty.
Okay. So I was out of here that she started it with Black women. Now, you know what? Let me push this to the side because I got a couple of things to say. This is the problem with that, right? I have this saying where I say that Black women are the most hated people in America. And I'm going to keep saying that. And the fact that we had one of us, look like us, you know what I'm saying, to say that. And on such a big platform that, and it was on a big platform. Clarissa Shields actually picked it up, right? I thought that was disgusting. And I'm going to play something else for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But let me just talk about that, because I've been dying to talk about that. I wanted the brothers to kind of talk about that too, but they didn't get to it at the time, right? If y'all remember this woman from the R&B Divas, she was disgusting. Her attitude, everything. So she already had an audience of women that hated her just for how she treated the other divas and how she acted to the people that was working with her and all that. Now, I cannot play that clip because that is copyright protected. There's a whole bunch of stuff that go into it. I tried. Okay, y'all look back up R&B Divas with Kelly Price. Y'all will see what I'm talking about, how she treated that man that was trying to do that play, and then her sisters on top of that. You get what I'm saying? And the threats and all that stuff she did, you know. And now for Clarissa Shields to pick it up, I'm gonna be honest, I think Clarissa Shields is her own record. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I think that you could wait on a man to get divorced. I never respected that. You know what I'm saying? And then
Remy left him for Remy did leave him first and got a boyfriend.
She did, but still, how can a man respect you if you just go and jump? I got issue. You just jump right in there, like damn. Let them get divorced and figure that out.
He was waiting before he came out with Carissa Sale, you know, pop for years. People don't understand. It's been going on for 2 years that Remy had that boyfriend. So he was sitting around hoping maybe Remy going through her shit. You know, she just did a bid, let her go through her stuff, but she started liking the other dude. You know what I'm saying? She started giving him more time.
Y'all all right. But he couldn't have paraded me around. Nobody would have knew I was with him.
But she did.
She like a clown now.
And she said there and allow it to go on, you know?
That's the thing. Yes.
So it's, you know, but with what you just showed, I just wanted to say some things on it. At the end of the day, I did my research. I watched. I even, you know, me and you had a conversation about how you said she was on the show. I didn't get a chance to see that yet, but I can imagine how she is. You know what I'm saying? But that day, she was addressing people that came in her comments.
Very sure. Very sure.
Because I seen the video and I seen what they were saying underneath there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They wasn't talking about how beautiful her song was or how she could still sing. They were just talking about her outfit. And the outfit did look the kind of, you know, the outfit did look, you know, but she's an older woman now. She don't got to be out here and look like Beyonce and you know what I'm saying? This is the life she live. This is who she is. She's still coming out here to perform. You know, I think she should have just said the black woman in my comments. Maybe it would have been, you know, a different tone, a different response from other women, you know, but at the same time, like people they look what they did to Lizzo. Lizzo lost weight now.
That's true.
Lizzo look good as fuck right now. She always did. Excuse me. She always looked good. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like you sitting here, you performing, somebody recorded you performing because the audio was bad. You know,
I remember that.
Was bad.
And so, I can't play the audio up here. I wish I could.
No problem. But I you know, you can see somebody did it and then they posted on their page and they ran with it and he just started talking about her. You know what I'm saying? And again, she can't say all women because majority of black women that support her, not other races. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like sometimes that hurt. It's like, okay, when us as women is gonna call out who need to be called out and hold who need to be held up together.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of bros out here don't need no support. They miserable. You know who they are. But they get more the support than the people that really need it. You know what I'm saying? That person that will appreciate your support. So yes, I understand what she was saying because I had to watch it again because I was upset when I seen it too. That's all I heard was black woman. This black, you know how I am. You know I'm black and black. You know I'm black and black. But again, I had to. I'm in this learning process where I don't just jump to conclusions. I do my research. You get what I'm saying?
That part. R&B Diva, she was the woman that she talked about, and that's the hypocritical part of it for me. Like when you do stuff like that, people never forget. And some of the women in the comments probably never forget it. They probably been waiting. You know what I'm saying? To get at her. Because I don't like her. And it's just a thing. I saw how, like, it was just so low class. And she didn't have to do that from the platform that she has. And some of this could have been to get back, you know what I'm saying? But I remember, and if I'm like any of those women in those comments, and then you have a chance to come up there and you did all this like you did on the show, you got what I'm saying? You made all them women feel bad. Then you come here and have a bad performance? Like, they're gonna bury you. But I feel like the black woman wasn't needed. Like you said, the black women in these comments, this, and that. But now everybody feel it. You got what I'm saying? You done shout out everybody. Like, it's just like, I didn't finish, right? So, and shout out to CBS. Shout out, King. Shout out to you. Thank you for being in the house. Yes. Now, there's a new clip, right? So, I thought it was over. All right, I might be able to forgive you because you had this one little stupid moment. You get what I'm saying? After your other stupid moment, but you just won't stop. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm on, social media, and I come across another video. This video, okay. Let me let her talk first. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to see if y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Because she's going to stop playing with us. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Let me bring this one up. Could I preference this for y'all? Okay, so I'll do it like this. Somebody that's been hurt in the media, you didn't like the way you were talked about. You get what I'm saying? You didn't want to hurt, or you had black women, hurt you and say all this stuff. I just want to preference that, just like we saw. Now I need y'all to look at this. Let me make sure that it is up. Okay. All right, here we go, y'all. All right.
Been called every fat, every this, every that, every the other. I've told this story, so don't try to say this is Maya hate. This is not that. This is actually what happened. She's like, if you want to lose money, but like, I'm sorry. She's got like her single is sitting in, are you kidding me? Her single is sitting in number one. Okay. Like, whatever. Angela said to him, there's nobody out there with a voice like hers. There's nobody out there that's going to be able to, they would never say it to you in real life. So why is it on the internet? That's what I asked too, right, sis. So he meant it, and he wanted to make a bet with her. And so, she does this and she's like, give me a minute. So I sat down and I'm kind of getting comfortable because we're getting ready to start our weekly meeting. And the call took a left turn.
Hopefully they did.
Because he said, you got to be out of your mind. I don't care how good that girl sang. Ain't no way in the world your big fat whatever gonna outsell my pretty light-skinned, long-haired. That's exactly what he said. It was a man, and it was a black man. I need you to understand, Angela Thomas, she thinks she's black, but Angela's not black. So he felt okay with saying this about me to a non-black woman. Angela not only did her big one, but, and again, this is not about coming against Maya. We outsold that artist. I remember my first week numbers. We outsold that artist probably by about 30 or 40,000 records. I've been called every.
Okay. Now the reason I played that, right? I was waiting for, and let me bring us back up. I was waiting for a maybe a rebuttal, because I understood what she was trying to say. You got what I'm saying? But it's like, you just shot at Maya for no, like, I don't understand the need to do this. Like I don't get it. Because now Maya, pretty little Maya, she minded her business. You get what I'm saying? And I understand what you were trying to say. I didn't understand why it needed to be said, though. You get what I'm saying? And I had an issue, like, with her weight. And I get what she was saying. Somebody mistreated her, And I'm gonna be honest, I did look more into it, and Maya said she refused to say anything. I understand, because it's just like, I'm Maya, I get it. But it was just a thing of you didn't think that was gonna hurt Maya, or that was gonna hit her in a certain type of way. I just don't get. To me, it's very hypocritical. How you feel about this, Carmen? You let me know in the comments. Maybe I just don't like her, and whatever she do, just gonna
you don't like her. Anything she say is gonna rub you the wrong way. It's obvious. You really don't like her, because she was telling a story, and she's trying to make a point. How when she said, she did some key points. She said black man, she used colorist. You know what I'm saying? And she just telling you how it is in the industry, and how they be in their circle, how they be talking to darker women compared to light skinned women. That's what I got out of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't get her shading Maya. I mean, I wish she probably wouldn't use names, but she had to put a vision to what she was saying. You get what I'm saying? That's why she said there's no shade to Maya, but she did make sure she said that. And I didn't think she was, but you know, I mean, come on now, you know, for years we've been having to hear our black men tell us it was light skinned at first, then they went pale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Some women, and that's her era. So she know how the change came about with black men, you know, the beginning of the disrespect to our generation of women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's what I see. That's what I get out of that.
Very true. I guess she's just not going to win with me.
yeah.
She's just not going to win with me, because I'm just like, come on, son. Like, we don't care about Maya feelings or nothing. Is that what we talking about? Like, you know,
but again, she said that what the dude basically compared her to Maya. You get what I'm saying? So she was saying, you heard she said light skin, long hair.
Very true. Very true.
Hear that every time you bring men on your platform. You get what I'm saying? When we go to other pages, that's the first thing they do. They always talking about what not people wearing hair, and people wear wigs. People don't understand under them wigs. People got hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if your partner is okay with you wearing wigs, that's what your partner is okay with. Your partner, the man that you submit to, the man that is your man, you shouldn't have a problem with what anybody else say about you. Long as your man say, "Ooh, baby, I like that wig on you. That one look cute."
Thank you. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And definitely. When he don't want it, he know how to slide that shit right on off. I'm confused why these men sit up here saying they be dating women and they be with them for a year and they ain't see they scout. At this point, it's you the problem, not her.
Thank you. I just, and I be, you know, therapy. Therapy. I'ma say that. Like, and I be in therapy. Some of us need therapy, because you had the victim role. You got what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, they were sympathetic. Oh, why they do Kelly like that? You guys, I remember when she was singing with Mr. Biggs. And then you go and do that, and it's like you just showed your whole face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you showed exactly who you was. But I just, you know, my therapy probably said that she just not going to win with me. That's just,
Kelly
that's
just
what it's going to be, because I don't appreciate it.
Like, you got to understand, her friend slept behind her back with her man. Okay? She was her best friend. She was her best friend. Evolution. She was her best friend. Okay, this woman got problems beyond us. We gotta understand. Okay, her friend was sleeping behind her back with her man.
Yeah, that was my song. That was my song. Like, it's like, now she can sing. The girl got talent. I ain't never gonna take Kelly. Kelly got talent. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to work on the attitude, but she do got talent. You know. Now, y'all know on this, and I'm so glad I got Kwame up here with me, because she's gonna keep it real and tell me when I'm wrong, right? Now this one I didn't want to touch on this subject, because I know I go into a lot of things, celebrity and politics, and you know, entertainment, all types of stuff I go into, right? What's happening in the street. Now I just want to hit on some politics, right? I was actually watching. Let me put up some of the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I was actually watching something. Well, it was a live, a space, whatever you want to say. And shout out to Missy J. Shout out to you, Queen. On the space they were saying, or someone was telling one queen was telling another queen, we have to stand up and unite, and then things change, right? And it made me think about this clip that I had been holding, because at the time a lot of people were getting in trouble for covering this. So I said I'll wait a week or two, figure out what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll cover this clip. I can say when the coast is clear. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no punk because I'm from Brooklyn, but I ain't no dummy either. My mama ain't raised no fool. And I know that censorship is real. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk about this right here a little bit. Y'all know that there was a thing where, as comedians, as entertainers, we say things. No, people might not always like the things we say. Let me bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you censor anyone. You get what I'm saying? Because in a way, that's kind of hypocritical. And I'm going to show you why. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Queen. I'm going to show you why that's hypocritical, right? And we saw it in real time. So let's just see. Hopefully, this is not a long clip. I pulled it.
That's Tara?
Yeah, that's Tara.
I'm looking like, why? I had to go close. I don't recognize her without her glasses. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Tara. Yeah, Tara is so cool. I love her.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
All right. So here's the clip, y'all. All right. Just listen. This one's gonna be crazy. My bad.
In the UK, do you agree with him? And Prime Minister, we saw the dismissal of a very well-known chat show host in America last night, Mr. Kimmel. Is free speech more under attack in Britain or America?
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else. And he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Vice President Vance said that free speech is under attack in the UK. Do you agree with him? And Prime Minister, we saw the dismissal of a very well-known chat show host in America last night, Mr. Kimmel.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all had missed this. This was around the time that Jimmy Kimmel made that joke about and I always get his name wrong. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk. I hope I did that right. And I'm gonna be honest. Because I actually watched Jimmy Kimmel. I'm up late at night a lot. Let me come back up here. I actually watched Jimmy Kimmel, and I heard the joke. And to me, it wasn't really that bad. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you do like entertainment and stuff like that, you say things, and it's just like, oh, it's a little sting. And I didn't think that so many people, and a lot of us, would come together like we did, or like they did, because I waited to see what was going to happen. Everybody in entertainment banded together. It was a lot of, YouTube shows and, different commentary and stuff like that about how people felt.
It was a boycott on Disney, Hulu, ABC, NBC. Whoever was attached to them, they did a boycott, shut that shit down.
Yes.
And with them shutting it down, that made them bring him back. They was losing money.
Yes, they did. They
lost a lot of money. People was all over saying my kids is upset, but I told them we're gonna get them some DVDs.
Yes.
So it's like, it's like, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta put your foot down. I don't think that was right what they did,
Yes. Censorship is and I had an issue with him saying fire. You said he kept saying fire. He was suspended. And the firing thing, that was what was bothering me, because I was like, y'all gonna take this man show like that? And he kept saying, he said it like 2 or 3 times, and I was just like, does anybody hear, you know, what's going on? Because this is a little strange here. And the thing, if people would have let that happen, it would have kept happening. Everybody would have had to go. You know, a lot of stuff I think that the government does, and the president, and you know, and Congress and stuff, I think they roll it out there to see if it's going to stick, if people are going to take it. If you get what I'm saying, like, and it bothers a lot of people. I'm gonna be honest. I can't really say what I want to say. It really, because it's still, even today, a lot of us that do these shows and stuff like that and are still censored. You can't say everything you want to say. You get what I'm saying? And it was just so, it was crazy to see that. But I even saw us get out there. A lot of, they look like us, get out there and ride for Jimmy. And at one point, it wasn't even about Jimmy. It was just about the fact that it was wrong. You get what I'm saying? And you know, now Jimmy's back. He got his show back. You know, he's back to, you know, doing good. And I'm happy for the man. And he came back on strength. He was still making his jokes. So I said, that's what you got to do.
His views, mind you, I had got an alert on YouTube. He streamed it on YouTube, on the TV.
Yes.
Everybody else that can watch him all over the world. On YouTube, his first, yes. I tell you, I'm watching it, but I ended up going to sleep. But when I woke up, he had over 16 million views in one night. So that showed that and what people can do if they put their foot down.
Together.
You get what I'm saying?
Unity.
That's it.
Yep. Unity.
Girl, please put that comment down before I lose my head. I'm trying to know that.
Yeah, I'm putting up the link if anybody does want to come in, they can. That's my fault. I forgot about that. I want to shout out. Let me tell you, I've been trying to get Bugatti here so long. Shout out to you, Bugatti. Bugatti, you can put your information in the chat. Your Bugatti has a great radio show that he does. He plays amazing music and he just does his thing. He's one of the brothers I respect quite a lot. You guys say it's thank you so much for coming over here, Bugatti. I hope you subscribe and we can see you up here again. You guys saying now I got you here today. I might be able to get you tomorrow for the men's show. Like I keep telling Bugatti would be a great man for the men's show tomorrow. You got what I'm saying? Just coming up here talking with us. That's a good brother. Shout out to you, King. You say he not cool for that? Well, come up. Y'all see the link? Whoever want to come up and talk about it, Stephanie, y'all can. It's open for y'all. Like, you know, I didn't think the joke was that bad, but I got, let me know how you feel. You can come up. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, you said they losing money now. It was timing. Oh, okay. I get it.
What'd you get?
He said he losing money now. A lot. Okay, so there was a little flack from like, but wasn't the flack from like the Republicans that were banning with Trump to say
what him losing money? If he losing money, why was he being censored?
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out who was mad because I don't think the Kamala voters were upset about his joke. I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong with it myself. I didn't. You know, I thought it was very mild. It was like a mild joke.
I don't never listen, right? I was at work, right? And I just come sometime on my 15-minute break. I'll be like, let me go see what's going on Instagram, right? Yeah. I swear my first clip was of seeing him get shot. And no matter what he said, I still was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, why would somebody do that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm human. That was a human reaction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time,
I understand. You ain't gotta say I get it.
Okay. So it's like, you know, but I wouldn't sit here and say that I'm celebrating. I'm glad that he's gone. No, I didn't. I really wanted to see what was the outcome of everything that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And where was it going to lead to? Because he was definitely with that women should stay at home and work. Women shouldn't be able to vote. Women shouldn't be able to do this. He was one of them guys.
I
really wanted to see where his journey was going to go. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know it wasn't going to go nowhere, but I just wanted to see how far it was going to go.
Yeah. I'm starting to notice like a lot of men in government now, they want the handmaid's tale.
Women in the kitchen and let the men do the job. That's what they want. They want it like how it was back in the days.
You know, and let me tell you, I'm fine with submission. You got what I'm saying? I understand that submission is in the Bible. You got what I'm saying? It's just that it looks a little different today than it would look back then. I feel like people should come up with the times. Just look a little different now. You know, and why I say the Bible is because that is always reference when we say like a woman in her place and you know, and things like that. It's like we got to get out with the times a little bit. You know, we can go back to these verses. We can start with the beginning of time. We know Eve's punishment, Lord Jesus, messed us up. Right? But hey, Bugatti.
What's good? What's good? I'm at work, so yeah. If you hear people around me, that's because everybody's leaving. We leaving right now.
Okay, all right. I appreciate you coming up, King. How you feel about this the Jimmy Kimmel thing?
I think his shit should have been canceled and stayed canceled.
Okay, why?
I'm not, because you know what? Let me tell you, wickedness is wickedness. I don't care how nobody look at it. The joke was bad timing. The man just got assassinated, right? So it ain't really time for jokes. It's time to try to figure out why the hell this shit is going on in our nation, but it was supposed to be funny. Like you don't make jokes of people getting shot in the neck. Even whatever the joke was, it was just bad timing. And it was tasteless.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, because I think it came to me. Anybody that know the joke, and if I'm wrong, let me know. The joke wasn't on Kirk so much. It was something about, I may get this wrong, y'all. Please excuse me. It was about Trump going to his funeral and something about that. It was more on Trump than Charlie. I noticed, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. I didn't say it right, but I thought that the whole suspension was like, how dare you make fun of me about how I feel about this. So I was just like, come on, son.
a lot of people respected Charlie Kirk, right? And I'm one of them, right? Because you know what? It's the same thing with everything. Context means everything, right? So when people listen, they listening to clips. They're not listening to the whole dialogue. They listen to what the shock value shit, right? But what came before and what came after? Good night. What came before and what came after the sound bite that you listen to, right?
Yeah,
But everybody they take the, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. There was an issue with Trump during his election period, right? And he said it's going to be a bloodbath, right? And every news outlet, every single, I know, because you're engaged into that shit. Every news outlet said, "Oh, he said if he don't get elected, oh, it's going to be a bloodbath. He's going to get his people to do this, that, and the third." But the problem was, like we always do, right? We only listened to the part that they fed us. But what was he really talking about? The nigga was talking about the car industry in Mexico. But everybody thought that it was something else, but that's not what it was. So my thing with Charlie Kirk was, he said a lot of things that was good. And if you listen, you can't really say he said anything that was racist or derogatory to black people. But we only know what they give us. So,
and you know the bad thing is, and I'll say it, even though, like, you know, I'm supposed to be up on everything. When it came to that, I kind of checked out, only because it brought back like the George Floyd thing for me. And I was just like, I can't do it again. So I never saw the video of the assassination.
That shit was crazy, yo. That shit was crazy.
I couldn't do it. I was just like, because I'm still mad about George Floyd. So I was just like, you know, and it was talked about a lot. So I, you know, just putting, Stephanie said the same thing. It was kind of more on Trump that he was talking about, but we seen this before. We seen this before, and why stuff like that happens. You get what I'm saying?
I've never
It was
seen,
nice to see
and this is
everybody
on
band
God. I was
together,
in the
though.
military, all of that. I've never seen someone get like that ever. What? Shot in the neck, blood coming
Now
out?
I'm talking
That
about
shit is
like the
crazy.
Jimmy Kimmel thing. Like it was
Oh, nah.
nice to see people band together, and unify, and at least bring the man back.
I
I
wasn't
thought that
for
was
it. I was
beautiful.
like,
We will never do that.
listen, I was like, his ass needs to stay where he at. He wasn't even funny, honestly.
Wait, you
He
don't
not
like?
even.
I love Jimmy
I
Kimmel.
he used to be good.
That's
When he
classy.
first came out, he was Jimmy. I used to watch him. I was like, this dude, I like him, but he lost it. Somewhere. Nah,
I still
he.
laugh.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I still laugh. It's like because it's not our comedy where we just
Good night, y'all.
it's
Good
more of
night.
like a classic. Oh,
See
that's
y'all
funny.
tomorrow. Right.
Oh, I'm
What?
glad you up here since you're a New Yorker. I'm so glad you up here.
What's good?
So I want to ask you about this. Where you from, Bugatti? You from Brooklyn or you from the
I'm
Bronx?
from, not bro, the Bronx. Man, you crazy?
I
I'm
thought
from
you're in Brooklyn,
Flatbush.
right? I
I'm
know
from
you.
Flatbush and from East New York.
Good.
I lived in both.
That's why I like you so much.
Yeah, I used to live. Look, I used to
um.
live close to you. I used to live on Alabama between Riverdale and Newport, but I also grew up on
Okay.
Vermont between Dumont and Blake.
All right. So you're gonna understand this, right? So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little context on this next clip, right? If anybody has ever saw me talk about New York in any type of way, I always say we don't claim the Bronx. But the reason why I say that, a lot of things happen in the Bronx, right? That
All of
it's just
Florida.
like, wow, damn, they're going through something again. You
It's
get what
the
I'm saying?
Bronx and all of Florida. Charlemagne said it.
Yes, the Bronx correlates with Florida. You are so right. It's like, what the hell are they doing over there? Like, they're not even human. But those that's from the Bronx, shout out to y'all. I just noticed something. As I was, surfing through the internet and stuff like that. And it made me say, damn, something always happening in the damn Bronx. Right? So I'm gonna give it to y'all. This was shocking to me. And they tried to kind of downplay it. That's what made me say, yeah, we're gonna talk about this one. So I want y'all to feast your eyes on this. And as y'all know, this is from my girl. That is from the Bronx, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But I never held that against her. New York Nay.xo. She is on Instagram. Y'all follow that queen. She's amazing. She's doing amazing stuff for New York. I always shout her out. Our videos are spectacular. She does exactly what I do. She says exactly what she needs to say, and you do what you ain't nothing you can do. It's just what it is, right? So here we go. I ain't even gonna read it. I'm gonna let her explain it. Here we go.
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's only October 1st, people.
Oh, shit.
Are you going to save some month for the rest of the catastrophes or no? It's only October 1st. Now we have project buildings collapsing in the Bronx. Okay. Was it on my bingo card? First and foremost, I am obviously relieved that nobody was injured, but at the same time, how was no one injured? I'm going to come with a plethora of questions, so nobody should be concerned. First of all, like I said, while very thankful no one is injured, how is that possible? The whole entire corner of the fucking building collapsed.
What?
Yeah.
Not getting that. Secondly, even if the rest of the building is intact and no one's hurt, are they expected to still live there or pay anything? Because it couldn't possibly be me. This building would never see me again. I would. What? I would be terrified. Are they supposed to stay there like that? Like we didn't see what we just saw, or what? Not like imagine waking up to a homemade balcony. That goes crazy. And then it's like, how was someone able to be just over the horizon catching this building falling apart? It's just like perfect. I don't know. whole entire corner of the building just sitting there on the floor. And we are so sadly immune to chaos every single fucking day of the week. I can just see the tenants now. Yo, you will not believe what happened. The corner of my building just disintegrated. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yo, let me say, because, okay, so how did this clip, I ran across this clip. I was looking at another clip of something else that she had talked about. And I said, first of all, you know, the first thing you see there is the Bronx apartments. I said, yo, what the hell happened in the Bronx? When I saw the building, and it was only the corner of the building, right? So they said nobody got hurt. And you know, they said no injuries, no fatalities. They said it was a gas explosion on in the corner of the building. And I had the same questions that she had. Like, are they supposed to pay rent? Is the rest of the building going to collapse?
They
like,
all
are
gotta
those
leave.
people supposed to feel good sleeping in there? Like, are y'all moving them? That's a big building.
They gotta get moved because that building could actually collapse. They need to find out what actually is going on with that building. If there's any more structural damage, because it seems like it was structural damage. So with structural damage, you got to get rid of the people. They got to go through Red Cross or some shit.
Yeah, that and this is the one time I was just like, damn, y'all in the Bronx. Like, I feel that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. And this is the funny part, right? It really wasn't covered. I don't know if anybody saw it, but it was just like, the side of the corner, it just collapsed. What we doing tomorrow? I was just like, damn, y'all like y'all people over there. Man, it was crazy. Let me tell you something. And thank you, Stephanie, love New York. If you are not from New York, I'm gonna explain what this is. There's very low tolerance for the Bronx. Very low likability unless you're from the Bronx. So it was just like another day. And I kind of felt bad for them because I was like, damn, that's like the Bronx, upstate New York, Staten Island, Long Island. We don't really add them when it comes to the borough, like the real boroughs. You know, we got Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? We got Queens, we got Harlem, you know, and the only reason I say Staten Island is because we're Wu-Tang. But other than that, I'm just like, Long Island, they had grass on their life.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
This shit, my phone is jumping in and out because my car keep picking it up. But
Okay.
I'm sorry if I interrupted you. But the reason why shit is breaking down in the Bronx, excuse me, I know, cursing, I'm sorry. The reason why the building is breaking down, because remember, all those buildings were dilapidated back in the days. I remember that because when I was growing up I was out in the Bronx in the 80s, all those buildings were burnt down. They were gutted out, and they kept that structure and then just built on the inside, right? So it's a possibility that could be the reason why some of those buildings is just dropping like that. But damn, that's
crazy. And then, you know, they say Manhattan is sinking. Like, we're just saying winning. Like, well, you know, Brooklyn's all right, but everywhere else it's an issue. Like, I'm gonna send my prayers out to those in the Bronx. I ain't gonna talk about y'all town no more. I'm not gonna talk about y'all place of residence no more. I just say shout out to y'all. Much love. I hope they all right. Nobody was hurt. I hope they fix that for them people because they deserve to live, you know, at least comfortably, especially if they paying rent. They damn building should not be falling apart. That is ridiculous. You get what I'm saying? But since I am talking about that, right? And this correlates so well into my next topic. And I know Kwame might know something about this. I know you know Bugatti. Shout out to Ray, shout out to you, Queen. Thank you for coming and I see everybody here. Candy. Yeah, you know, now okay. Now see what Candy bringing up? I was like, if nobody was hurt, it probably was empty. But it looked like that was where the balconies were. Oh, I heard her say a new balcony. So maybe it didn't have a balcony. Maybe that was part of the, you know, a people apartment. I don't know. It's crazy how that worked out. Like, you know, but we're just going to pray for them folks. You know what I'm saying? And wish for better and hope they make it. That's all I can say. I'm not insensitive, y'all. I guess you just got to be from New York to understand. Like she said, we are kind of immune to this stuff because it's always something happening. You get what I'm saying? In New York is never a dull place, never a dull moment. Something is always going on 24/7, and we just got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me tell you why that correlates into this. And we need to talk about this. Now, Kwame may know more about this than me. She may. I'm not sure. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of people didn't know about this. And let me get y'all. Okay, so now I got 2 clips, right? Let me see if I can give you this clip first. I'm gonna give you the tame one first, and then we're gonna go into what New York thinks. All right, so let me bring this up. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, you're right. CBS, like it is crazy, and everybody is immune to the nonsense. Like, damn, that happened. You know, we feel like we're in our last days anyway. Some of us do. I do. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong though. You know what I'm saying? All right, so yeah, right.
We on our first days. Fuck that.
That sounds better. That does sound better. Okay, so Kwame and Bugatti. Yes. Eric Adams. I'm gonna play this video since we are in the land of New York right now. We're gonna stay there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Now I got 2 videos. I'm gonna play this first one, and then we're gonna play some reactions. All right. So let's see. Here the first one. I haven't watched this. I wanted to be surprised with y'all. So here we go.
Also know some remain unsure of me after the unfortunate events surrounding my federal case. I was wrongfully charged because I fought for this city. And if I had to do it again, I would fight for New York again. And yet, despite all we've achieved, I cannot continue my re-election campaign. The constant media speculation about my future and the campaign finance board's decision to withhold millions of dollars have undermined my ability to raise the funds needed for a serious campaign. I hope that over time, New Yorkers will see this city thrive under our leadership, and that policies we put in place should be continued and expanded. I hope you will see that despite the headlines and innuendo, I always put you before me, always. I'm proud of the historic leadership team we built. I also know some.
All right. All right. So what y'all think about that? I'm a little sad.
I feel bad for New Yorkers because if that socialist dude win, y'all gonna really see how fucked up New York is gonna be. Excuse my French again.
It's gonna be a problem.
But I want him. I want him to win though, because you know what?
Like, he wasn't my favorite. I actually did a show about him and how he was partying and doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to really look at it, and they lied on that man so much.
You know why though, right?
He was bringing the immigrants in and all this stuff, and then we found out that it wasn't him. Remember that?
You know why they did that, right? So New York is supposed to be
a black man in America.
No, it's even deeper than that. We're not even going to use race. Let's be political here, right? It's because New York is a sanctuary city. And the initial thing was, okay, we're going to do it here, but then the money was being dried up and New Yorkers wasn't getting what they were supposed to get, right? Everything was going to the illegal immigrants, right?
Everything.
So that nigga was like, nah, we can't do this shit no more, right? And so once he said we can't do this shit no more, you notice that everything switched on him. They wanted him to be, like the mayor in Chicago, where they don't have no. And I believe in blue. I don't think all blue is bad because I got some cop friends. Like I don't believe all people from different countries are bad, but nevertheless, right? He was like, fuck that. We're not gonna do this no more. And they did him dirty. And all of a sudden, he had all these bad things in his file. He did this, he did that.
He up for trial and all this stuff. Like,
all of that. Since he said no more money for the immigrations. no more. We're gonna stop this. Once he stopped it, that's when they did him dirty.
Yeah, I didn't like how he was done, and just him saying that, I really felt for him. But I think a lot of us believed in the lies that they were telling about him. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame because now he's out. So who we got?
I got the socialist.
I'm looking into it, but
I got that nigga who think the Afada, whatever that shit is called, should be around the world, and he think government should be controlling your food. And I'm telling you, yo, if you go, come on to Florida. We gladly accept you in a state that's free.
Yeah, it's not looking good for New York. I hate to say that, I love New York, but at some point in time, we're gonna have to figure out like the stuff ain't working for us. That was the last thing I thought that was gonna happen, because from what I heard, he had a really good back end. People were really behind him, and it's just like, damn, like I'm just looking at the what's left, and I'm just like, this ain't gonna work. Like, but then I will say New Yorkers are survivors. They get through anything. They figure it out. We shouldn't always have to, though.
You ain't gonna figure that shit out, because what's gonna happen is if that fucking dude, because I love Muslim people too, right? But if that dude win, it's gonna be the downfall of New York. Everybody's gonna suffer. You're gonna have companies leaving because he's talking all this weird shit. You shouldn't be rich. He don't believe in people being wealthy, right?
I'm gonna have to study him. I don't know.
Please do evolution. Please study him. Please.
Yeah, study him. Study him. He ain't for the people, but he sound good. You know what I mean? Because what happens is people believe in free shit. Let me tell you something. I don't believe in free shit. I believe in I work hard. If you need help, I'm with it. But that nigga, he's into free, like he talking that shit that people want to hear.
Can I ask you a question? You live in a red state?
I do. I'm from Brooklyn though.
No, but I'm from Brooklyn. But you sound like you're from a red state. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I'm from a red state now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. So let me tell you about me. So up until the last election, I was a socialist. I was a Bernie supporter. I stumped for Bernie. I went out on a road. I did all that shit that people do when they believe in something, right? And then what happened was, I was a socialist Democrat, right? And so what happened was when Bernie got 8, the way they did Bernie Sanders made me look at the party completely different. And the party wasn't for the people, right? Because people wanted Bernie to win, but the people that was in charge, right? The Clintons and the Obamas and shit like that, they did Bernie dirty, and they made sure that he didn't get it, which he would have won. But what they did was they put Biden in, right? They told everybody else to step out, and then they told Elizabeth Warren to stay in, right? And then once Elizabeth Warren stayed in, everybody who liked Bernie liked Elizabeth. So that was splitting the votes. Who won? Biden won. And we already knew Biden was fucked up in the head, but they force fed him to everybody and said, no, nothing is wrong with him. But we could clearly see that the man had issues when he was running. It was all of a sudden a stutter problem. But prior to that, the nigga never stuttered. So it was a lot of bullshit. And so they did Bernie dirty. And that right there was enough for me, because they did it. That wasn't the first time. That was the second time. Donna Brazile, because I'm into politics. I love that shit. Donna Brazile wrote a book, and she put in her book that they did Bernie dirty. They was taking money, and they wasn't giving him money to support his shit. It went to the Clintons. It went to the Clintons first before it went to the DNC. So it's a lot of bullshit. And so
I something too.
I switched.
Nah, I get it.
I knew that from the beginning.
I wish this was a video, because I really want to play something, but I would have to read a really long thing, and I'm not doing that. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not reading all that. If y'all can see what I have to read to do this story, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I wanted to talk to y'all about this, and y'all are the perfect people to talk. I'm not reading that. I'm sorry, unless I can read it off my phone. But we be here all day.
just send me the link, and I can read it later. I want to know what you're really getting into.
Yeah, I'll see maybe if I can get a better clip and touch that one next week. You know, okay. So I want to ask y'all about this, right? Kwame, remember the clip I sent you with the older lady talking? Remember that clip?
Which
Can you
one?
send me that?
Which one?
I don't know where it's at, but I'm gonna play a clip beforehand because I got the perfect. You and Bugatti together will give the realest answers. So that brings up a clip I wanted to talk about. I sent it to Kwame, but now I don't have it. So
I'm looking now.
You know
What
what I'm
older
talking about, right?
woman?
With the older lady?
With the eyes?
Yes, that was
Okay,
talking about the
I might
All
send it to
right,
you
so
right now.
y'all in luck for this because we got the perfect person. Stephanie said, "Don't vote for him, guy. I ain't mad at you." All right, yo, she just sent it. Yo, she's the best, y'all. She's so fast.
I told you
her.
I'm sending it right now.
Yo, she is amazing. Yo, that didn't take a minute. See why I love my sis. I want y'all to look at this clip, right?
I'm gonna have to listen to it because I'm driving.
Okay. Now there are two clips to this. So this is the first one. She's gonna ask y'all a question, right? And then there's another clip behind it to kind of I'm not gonna say put the nail in the coffin, but explain it a little more. So here we go, y'all.
You laughing? That shit must be funny.
Yeah, when you see the second clip, y'all gonna be like, what the hell? But it's all right. It's all right, because I know y'all my riders. Y'all ride with me. I got my evolutionaries in the chat. We about to do this. Listen good, y'all. Here we go.
Recently appeared on Hot 97 with Nessa on Air, shout out, and discussed the downfalls of being pretty. And she said, pretty people always talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. What
I've seen that video.
This, fellas, do you believe that pretty punishment is a thing?
I do.
I don't know.
I believe it is a thing. I have seen, just growing up in inner city schools, I have seen pretty girls get picked on or get treated a certain way because girls were kind of jealous of the way the girl looked, or jealous of the attention that guys are giving the pretty girl, and they wanted to, kind of punish them.
That's real.
In a way. I think that's a real thing.
Okay.
That's real.
It is a real thing, but I do agree with our last roomie saying that, pretty punishment is a thing, but pretty privilege 110% outweighs the punishment. The privilege outweighs the punishment. Sweetie had a couple really good records, but the fact that those records came with that face, that made her, did she get like a McDonald's meal or something like that?
She had McDonald's,
Uber's deals,
all type of deals.
Yeah.
She had some real deals that go with that music, and you that attractive. That definitely outweighed the punishment that she ever felt.
Yeah, I think both of y'all are right, because that, when you mentioned, I didn't even think about that being in high school and how the pretty girls did get picked on.
Fight.
Yeah, but I think as Sweetie's, what she was saying is about being in the industry right now. She feel like she may be facing some pretty punishment. I don't know, Sweetie. I don't know your struggle, sis, but from the outside looking in, it looked like your pretty has taken you mighty far. And I would keep on riding that pretty train if I was you. Sweetie.
All right, so guys, that clip was from TSR Live. Y'all can go look and see what we were talking about. They get more in depth in it, and then y'all can read the comments and stuff like that. Okay, so now there's another clip to this, right? Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I saw the second clip first, and then I saw the first clip. So I just
Is it that lady that's in her car? She's in her car and she's talking about being pretty.
We gotta talk about that. Because this is what made people upset. Now, if you know Sweetie, I understood that one, right? But then there's another one. So here's the second one. All right. Let me make sure I can put it on the screen for you there. Hopefully it comes up right. I wish you saw more of her than you did of him, but it's okay because we're going to talk about it. All right, so it's up. All right, so here we go.
Oh, that's my bro right there too.
All right.
Yeah. It is. I have seen people gravitate towards me, and then all of a sudden, like, compliment me on my eyes, my skin color, my hair. whatever, right? So it's real. People do actually, I guess treat me differently because of it. Now, because of it, the different treatment is not always good. Okay.
Trolling?
Oh, he gonna talk through it. I didn't want to talk through it.
I see what she's saying from a talking point perspective. I didn't know that she was going to use herself as an example. I will say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I admire confidence.
Consideration that we getting it out here. Like, we already getting it. We don't need it from you as well. Like, for real, like, give us a break. I mean, be mad at moms and dad. Huh? We didn't do it. We didn't ask to be put here to look like this. Okay. Whatever we was mixed up with, it's here, and we didn't have anything to do with it. So I was in a public spot a few weeks ago, and there was a gentleman who was talking to me more than he was talking to the other ladies in the room. And ever since then, those ladies have been treating me like shit. And it wasn't my fault. He was just talking to me. I mean, probably because I was confident enough to speak back to him. I don't know. But they was hating. And they've been treating me like shit ever since. So y'all be kind. Be kind to us pretty girls.
All right. So look, y'all.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anti.
You know how
what it says, pretty privilege is real. So we have two instances of I'm just gonna be honest, right? Two lighter skinned women, fair women, regardless of their age. We're gonna talk about their age in a minute. Talk about what they call pretty privilege. I was kind of hoping that we would have saw, some darker sisters kind of get in there and talk about pretty privilege. And then it kind of dawned on me, and maybe it's only me, that maybe darker sisters don't talk about that. Even though, let me tell you something, darker sisters are gorgeous. I love a dark-skinned woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that maybe the dark-skinned women don't do that because maybe they haven't faced the pretty privilege thing. And I know they have for a fact because I see it every day. You know what I'm saying? Even at work. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that stuff is not on like a darker woman's mind. Like they're not that like vain or maybe insecure, because a lot of times when you got to call it out, you may have like an insecurity there where you got to say, I'm it. You know what I'm saying? You want that attention. So, I mean, what do y'all think? Because it's really confusing me looking at both statements there and the two different women.
I don't know if you want to go first.
Now you go first because I just walked in the crib, so
okay. So me personally, is for me growing up and me being the complexion that I am, I did see a lot of favoritism to the woman that's in my complexion than woman that was darker than me. So it's like, but I would never allow anybody to disrespect the darker skinned woman.
Yes,
I wouldn't sit back and feel like I'm better than her. I definitely went in on a lot of men that try to disrespect and try to, I don't care what your preference is, but keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, I seen it, and most of the women that I hung around with, they were darker than me.
Yeah, it's usually like that. Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So I wasn't the one that was sent up there because if a guy tried to talk to me because of my skin color, I didn't, and she liked him, So
yeah. And let me tell you,
I ain't with that.
I really didn't want Anton to speak because I already knew what he was gonna say. So I didn't want to like bias people to it. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that even the older lady, she probably was really pretty. She probably was a sweetie back in her day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I was just like, I don't think we should clown her because she's a pretty woman. She's just older. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no just because you're not 20 or 30 You know what I'm saying? He just died. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there are people that live. Like, I didn't understand that part, you know. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw it, though, I was like, what the hell is she talking about? And then she went into like, they hating on me and this and that. And I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I thought the same thing. You know, yeah, she probably was really pretty. She probably was Alicia Keys back then or whatever. But I was like, what? I'm calling every light-skinned woman I could call, right?
You think you probably Alicia Keys back there, yo. I swear, your mouth.
Yeah. But then I was just like,
but it did happen. But it's true. What she's saying is also true, because a girl would dislike you if a guy she liked like you better than her. I had that, you know, and I'm saying here, like, it ain't even I don't even want to do.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, and this still goes on today, because women are more competitive towards each other than men. But to respond to her, you know what? Yeah, I've seen both. You know what I'm saying? I've seen pretty privilege. I've also seen pretty abuse. But it's for me, the lady, I give her props, because she might not be the most aesthetically pleasing woman, but the one thing is the confidence. So pretty, I've seen pretty women that's beautiful, and they were shitty. They had lack of respect. They didn't have any confidence. They had no self-esteem, right? And a lot of those girls ended up being prostitutes and shit like that. And you looking like, damn, you so pretty, and they out there on the strip getting played by some pimp, right? So confidence means a lot. So if you lack the confidence, guess what's going to happen? Confidence, a lack of confidence will bring you the abuse, because a pretty person don't necessarily mean that they look good. You see what I'm saying? Like
their personality. Yeah, you're right.
I agree with him. I definitely agree.
I told her we need him on the Thursday show.
Let me tell you. Hello, Kwame. How you doing? I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name is Mr. Talk 718, but on X and on Instagram they call me Bugatti. My last name is kind of spelt the same way, so I went with Bugatti L. First name is Larry. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody. So
I won't.
So that's why it's Bugatti L. I like controversy, but I do love duality. I'm for duality amongst people. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in, you know, a woman is better than a man is better than a woman. I believe that we walk together. You know what I'm saying? You can't, there's no way we can walk and build if I'm walking in front of you and you're walking behind me, or I'm walking behind you and you're no, we have to walk and talk, and it has to be shoulder to shoulder. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Back. That deserves some applause. Give myself back. That was good. Yes. We just be up here fighting for men to say that. Yeah. We be as women, we be fighting for what you just said. You know what I'm saying? That's all right, Bacardi. I'm be on you back. Bacardi, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you for another show. I'm be on you back.
Okay, so so you know, I was in Martha's Vineyard for the last 50 days. I'm back in Florida. It ain't Martha's Vineyard is nice, but blah, you know, it is what it is. I'm back in Florida, so my schedule is a little bit better because I go to work at 12 in the afternoon as opposed to 6 in the morning. When I was out there, I had to go to work for 6 a.m. So now, I just got off of work. I parked the car and I'm upstairs and I'm in my studio, which I need to clean. To clean it up. Yeah. So.
Oh, we got the heavy hitters in here tonight. Okay. Hey, Stephanie. Okay.
Peace.
So Bugatti, Stephanie,
peace
and Kwame are. Remember, I keep talking about this show called Live Ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is like the opposite of the Brothers show, Evolutionary Men, right? And these are my original live ladies. So we all been working together for a long time. Right? So yes, Stephanie is another beautiful woman, just like Kwame, stand on her, stand her ground. You guys have fight for sisters. Stephanie also fight for the men too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is beautiful. I like it.
Can Can I be really, totally, completely honest with you?
Sure.
I would prefer to be around the ladies. I'm not. Brothers are brothers. They can handle their own. I'd rather sit and have discourse and dialogue with the women because you guys. I can learn from the brothers, but 9 times out of 10, most men we really think alike, right?
No,
don't believe. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why I say that. Let me tell you why I say that. So y'all be thinking that these brothers be. Let me tell you, a lot of these brothers be kissing up, right? If you look at some of these guys who talked about women's right and this, that, and the third, and if you dig deeper, what happened? The brother had the wife, right? But he was out there cheating, but he was telling the brothers and the sisters, oh, y'all need to love each other. Y'all need to do this and you need to do that. But they out there doing the stuff that they telling absolutely. And let me tell you, it's so deep.
You know what? Since you're talking about that, Bugatti, I got a clip. Ladies, I was waiting. I didn't know if I was gonna put Bugatti on the spot or not, that you had the answer for the man. But since you are, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a lot of relationship clips, and I just be waiting for the right people. You
That's what I do.
Y'all are the right people tonight.
That's what I do. If you go to my YouTube, right, and you look down. And you go, I stopped because I'm doing a radio thing. But if you go down, you will see that I'm always trying to uplift women, but I hold women accountable too. There's no, I'm bashing y'all because it don't need to be, and not for nothing. I don't think all men are bashing. I just think sometimes it's tough love, right? A lot of people don't want tough love, but you got to be honest. Like when you talk tough love, you know what that's called? That's bashing, and you're racist, and you're this, and you're that. Yep. But it's not really none of that. It's tough love. Man, listen, go ahead. I'm ready. I'm ready for you.
I know you're right. Yeah. Okay, so this one, it may enrage the women a little bit, and I don't know if I want to do that to y'all tonight.
Do it. Okay,
this is a really strong clip, y'all. So you know, and these clips always
just do it. Just do it. Do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go, y'all. I asked for consent before I believed it. All right. It should be up in a minute. Now, as y'all know, it used to be a show called Tonight's Conversation. I get a lot of clips from there. That was my show. Okay. That was where they kept it super, super real. And y'all know Kitty is my favorite. All right. So y'all gonna hear y'all talk in a minute. All right. So here we go. I'm just going to just break this out on you. Here we go.
Advice you would give to a man that's dating a hyper independent woman?
For me, leave her. Like, think about it in reverse, ladies. If you had a hyper dependent man, would that turn you on? Probably not as a woman, because you're looking for a leader and all those things. Well, as a man, I'm not looking for a hyper independent woman. I need to feel needed. I'm sorry. So if you don't need me, you got to leave me.
I hear you, SD, saying leave, and that's cool. That's you. I respect that. Mm-hmm. But there are some men who are willing to say, you know what? I see past that. I see past that hard shell and that hard exterior. If you don't have the capacity, go on about your business. But if you do have the capacity, the one thing that we lack in this narcissistic, selfish society is grace. It is lacking. You ain't perfect neither.
Yeah.
And if we really want to talk about it, y'all talk about hyper independence in a woman, but what about dependence in a man who's been enabled by his mama for so long, and we give compassion and we stay there?
You gotta go too.
Like this side of the conversation, because what we do as women is give a lot more grace to men than what we get, when a lot of time the burden is placed on us. We are constantly navigating spaces. We constantly hear what society tells us that we have to do. We constantly have to deal with our siblings and our children and our parents, because a lot of times when our parents and stuff get sick, it's not the boys that they go to, it's the girls that they go to. And so we have all of this weight and all of this burden that we carry on us, and we constantly have to be reinforced with these beliefs that we have to be strong and we have to take care of everything. So yes, for a moment, y'all can show up and at least see past that exterior. and at least try to see beyond what y'all see outside, to look and say, dang, okay, I do want to love her beyond how I just see this in this moment.
Okay.
I can't agree with her. I'm sorry. Because
this happens to a lot of independent women, you know, that act a certain way. I'm gonna be honest, like myself. We just gonna say it. I had so many men tell me I'm never gonna find check this out. This week, you are never gonna find a man. Nobody's ever gonna love you. You're too strong. You work too much. This, and that. Then I had a woman say, you know, if you would stop talking, you know, you would be able to find a husband. You know, and it was just like, I said, that's what I do. That's my line of work.
Right.
Like,
I respect that.
Stop that. I was like, what? What y'all think about that?
Okay, so
I want to hear what the brother got to say.
So right, being a man on a panel right now, right? In the Bible, right? Because I like I told you, I'm saved. I'm born again now. You know what I'm saying? We have to be equally yoked, right? I don't want to be with a hyper. Remember, it wasn't just a woman that's independent. They said hyper independence. Now, listening to the sister, she said some things that I don't agree with, because if my mom's was sick, or if her mom's was sick, right? That's our responsibility. Thinking about what other people think, it doesn't matter, because if you're my wife, we belong to each other. So, because now I'm not talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, my goal is marriage. And I believe that people should want to get married and not be boyfriend and girlfriend. That's it. You should be aiming for that, not just being in a sexual relationship or whatever, right? I'm getting feedback.
That's it. You should be.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Feedback. They might. Let me see.
You was on a roll.
So fuck. So my thing is this, right? Everything that she said, I get it. But once you become somebody's wife, your family is your husband, and your husband is your family. Your wife is your family, right? All that other stuff, I get it. We're going to take care of moms. We're going to take care of the family, but we got to take care of each other first. So all of that extra stuff, being tough, being a tortoise, being hard-shelled, I mean, just imagine if your man was that way. And like the brother said, if he was too hard and you, what will happen is that relationship will break up, because now you're looking for him to speak to you, to talk to you when you need him to talk to you. When you're going through things, that's your partner. His job is to take care of you in certain ways as well, right? So if she's a super duper independent woman, that means she don't need you for anything at all. And the same goes for the brothers. If he ain't got no time for you, and women tell me if I'm lying, because this is how most relationships break up, right? You're telling him things, but you're telling him in ways where it's not straightforward, right? But he's supposed to be picking up on certain cues. Not all women, but a lot of women do that, right? He's supposed to be. Just imagine if he don't pick up on nothing. So now what happens? You find a friend. you got a homeboy that you talk to. Now I wouldn't say that, but what I would say is that's when somebody might pick up that slack, because now what one person won't do, somebody else will do. Now you got somebody listening to you. You might need this. You might need a friend to hear you, but your husband is right there. Your man is right there, but he's super duper, and then you're super duper. So there's where's the time for each other to just be soft, or to be loving, or to be verbal, or to be sexual, or to be, that shit ain't nowhere to be found, because you're super duper independent, or you're super duper worker, and you're always at work.
So let me ask you something, right? Because I get exactly what you're saying, right? I think, like, okay, so hyper independent, because I rock with everything you said. I get it, and it's nice to have a man's opinion. You got what I'm saying? That is not, I ain't gonna say that because that show is tomorrow. But look, what I'm gonna say is, I ain't get my damn self in trouble. What I'm gonna say is, I think that hyper independence they're talking about is survival mode. I keep saying that.
If it's two people together, why are you surviving?
You just have to be independent.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm confused at, because I'm trying to see where, when he said two, she did say hyper independent.
Hyper.
The question was
Right.
that. So I'm trying to figure out what they mean by the hyper part.
You know what? Let's look it up because I thought it was just like overly independent, like you don't want nobody.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
but it may be a definition.
Because if I can get a definition of why they asked that question, maybe I can give a better answer. Because
guy in the audience asks. So
I really don't want to just go by what I thought she said or he said, but because I'm kind of confused by the hyper part. I wonder what do they mean by that.
I got it. Hyper independence is an excessive and often unhealthy reliance on oneself, characterized by a strong reluctance to ask for or accept help, a distrust of others, and a difficulty forming close emotional connection.
Okay, no, that person needs a therapist. Okay.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That person don't need no relationship. That person need a therapist.
That's half the women in New York.
But the thing is, we like to dwell in the extremity of conversations. So sometimes people may be hyper independent on their finances because in the past people screwed them over. They may be hyper independent with cooking or with cleaning. What are you definitely talking about? Because some people, she may be hyper independent in that way, but she's respectful. She honors me. So it's like we really need to know the full spectrum of a conversation instead of putting a person under an umbrella. And usually when you're meeting with somebody, you don't know them. You have to get to know them. Wow, she is hyper independent of that, but you know what? She's a sweet girl. She don't disrespect me. She greets my mother. We have to get to know the person and their past.
But what I'm going by what evolution. I'm going by what evolution just said. Mm-hmm. Now that's why I said why I didn't want to answer it because I didn't know what over hyper independency was. So, but when evolution read what she read, that's a lot for somebody to take on. That's not willing that's strong enough to handle that. Did you hear what evolution read out?
People to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a lot more to it though. So let me give you what I got because I'm the Chat GPT king. I like to go there. I'm just gonna go to the bottom part, right? Because it's real. It says at its core, hyper independence is a protective mechanism. It's the mind saying, if I depend only on me, I won't get hurt or disappointed. But the downside is that it can block intimacy, teamwork, and emotional connection. So when a person is hyper, bro, look, if you're just independent, we can deal with that because there's communication there. But if you're a hyper, even if she's respectful, right? That's just human decency. But when you're in a relationship, we can't be hyper anything unless it's hyper in love. You know what I'm saying? I want to be hyper in love, but I don't want to have no hyper. You know what I'm saying?
The hyper in love, if you're talking about hyper in love, that's supposed to encompass everything. It covers the hyper independence. It covers, so you can't see that. You see what you're trying to say? Like, that's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So your hyper independence, my hyper love can hyper supersede you because, okay, girl, I still love you. I'm gonna break down that protection or whatever, but I love you enough. And I think the human spirit is so resilient. It's very fragile. It can get broken down by trauma or whatever disappointment, but it can be rebuilt. Like you said, you're born again. That's the point. Let's get to the point where we're born again. Let me re-independence. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get grand reopening. So if somebody can show me that part of myself, that re-love, that child or whatever it needs to be, through a therapist or through your love, or you're that special guy that, wow, he breaks that down, then it's possible, like Kitty said. But some people, like she said, if you don't have the capacity to meet that, then that's your prerogative. Then don't do it because that's going to cause you stress. You're violating your boundaries. You probably tried to do it before and you can't do it. And and unfortunately, maybe there's a small subset of people that are made for that. But most people, they want it easy, like as easy as possible. Like you said, I just want to be a hyper love. I want to get that booty. I don't want to fight.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I respect what you said, but here's the catch, right? We all know that before you get into any relationship, you should be healed. You should have some kind of therapy. You should have some kind of coaching or some kind of someone that's going to be there, and it shouldn't be the person that you're getting into a relationship with, because that right there let me tell you something. We all know nothing is easy in life, right? But you don't want to meet somebody and they're fucked up, because you know what, if you meet a guy, let's say I meet a woman, let's say you meet a guy and he's homeless, you more than likely not going to fuck with somebody that's homeless, because it's not hard to help, but you're not going to, like, who's going to pick up a homeless man off the street and say, you know what, I'm going to take the time and say, hey, you know what, I want to be with this. He's a handsome man. It can happen, yes, but it takes a special, I'm making up words, person to say, you know what, I'm gonna pick this homeless man up off the ground and help him out. It's the same type of situation. Like, I might like a girl, she might be hyper, whatever, but why should I have to do the work because somebody else damaged that person? She should seek help first and then try to get back into that world if that's what she wants or he wants. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
so I absolutely agree, but you might damage her. You understand? You don't know. So you think that you're gonna live out your whole relationship and ain't no bumps, bruises gonna happen. You may do something.
That's why we communicate. That's why we talk. That's why we
things like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even like not violating, like you said, doing the vetting stage. If you know that you cannot handle certain things, or maybe right person, wrong time, you don't have to say, "Well, I'm getting with her." So it's like we can be adult in assessment about that. And be like, well, you know, she's good, but
not right now.
Wrong time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she get herself together. She get off the street, like you said, get off the cardboard box, and then maybe we can go to Denny's.
Right.
But we don't, like she said, we don't have enough grace, and we just talk mean to one another. So that's why we get, you know, this talking point.
That's evil. That's evil if you're not gonna see. You know what? I get the grace thing, because you know what? We should just be kind regardless. We don't have to be nasty if we don't agree with a person. I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And Evo could tell you, I don't argue. I'm not fighting you. You can say what you want and you can feel how you want to feel, because you know what? That's who you are and that's how you feel. I don't have to engage in the BS, because guess what? I know me. So when we are on those X streets, right?
Yes.
I don't listen. I got cursed out, right? Because of a misunderstanding. Mind you, it wasn't even me trying to be nasty, and I took it. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to fight with you, because what the hell? You don't have that much control over me, right? And I keep it moving. And that's how I live life. And most people, more people should live like that. But who am I to tell people how to live?
Self-control.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been places. I've experienced things. And it's like, I just love life and I love people. So it don't matter if you feel how you feel. I'm not going to take away that love that I have for you, because guess what? You deserve that. Even if you feel wicked. But I don't have time to be, how you call it, a therapist for everybody. If I meet a female that's been traumatized and whatever, and she could talk about it, and maybe. But if she's super duper into something, then I can be her friend and I won't be mean about it. Why be mean?
I get it. Oh, you know? And I'm glad. Let me shout out some people. Shout out to Elevated Cognition. Okay, so guys, if y'all don't know, Elevated is one of the gentlemen of the Evolutionary Men Live that come on Thursdays, which is tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all definitely need to come and check that out. That is like barbershop talk. But the best part about that is, if you ever wanted to learn anything about a man, they are going to tell you, and they pull no punches. They don't care. And that's why I love to get those men together and let them go. You know what I'm saying? They not going to sugarcoat nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Men. We want the men to come out and be able to come up and talk, and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get good men, you know what I'm saying, like Bugatti and others, to come up and really, you know, so we can have a good bunch of men on the screen. We need more, you know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely, ladies, it is something y'all cannot miss. You know what I'm saying? They really show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? So that is tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying?
Evo, you make me feel like I'm at church. You know, I go to my mother's church and it's a lot of women, but there ain't no brothers there.
Oh, nah, we got the brother. We got some good brothers too, from all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? That's why that show is so diverse. People love it. You know what I'm saying? Elevated is one of the stars of it. Elevated, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I love that brother. He's just peace every time I see him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna let you get into that. I want to do something, right? I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Those that are watching and I'm just looking at my Twitter, right? So I'm watching. It's almost 100 people watching on Twitter. Ain't nobody hit a like button yet. I just don't understand what's that about. You know what I'm saying? What I just be
what's
wondering.
that about Twitter?
And I just want to say, because I see the numbers. I don't know if you know I see the numbers. I appreciate y'all. It'd be great if y'all get a like button for a sister, please. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Follow a sister. I'd appreciate that. And now I'm gonna come over here and talk to YouTube, right? Instagram is like a dead zone. I'm gonna come over and talk to YouTube and Facebook. I'm gonna need y'all guys to show me some love. A super chat, a cash app, something. You know what I'm saying? Show your girl some love. Wow, membership. Like I see I got to beg my people. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But show me some love. Y'all hit a like button. You know what I'm saying? Share it out. Because I'm gonna be honest, this is just exceptional content for the last 2 hours. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all know I don't pull no punches. Y'all know me. I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that. If y'all want to spend a couple of dollars my way, I would appreciate that. I see people beg y'all all day and I watch y'all get money. So I see I'm gonna have to start talking up a little bit more. I love my people. If you reach down in your pocket like you do at church, I would appreciate it. All right? Show your girl some love. Just because you see all these inches, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't none of that money going to these inches. It's going right back into this content. StreamYard is expensive. I'm just gonna say that. I love you guys. Let it sizzle on your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do it today, damn it, we're gonna ask tomorrow. All right. I love you guys. I had to get past the light for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I love my people though. Let me ask you something. Elevated, what did you think about what you saw? Would you want me to play it over again?
Nah. I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit on the other side of where, again, I agree with her. The reason being, from a therapeutic perspective, it's a capacity thing. You know that you cannot deal with it, so why would you go to that length of getting into that situation to put to where you now don't want to deal with a hyper independent person? And we also got to realize that at the end of the day, perspective, like wife was saying earlier, and then Juan was saying, the spectrum of that conversation is different, because in survival mode, when we first meet a woman, she's already hyper independent anyway. Because she's trying, she's going back and forth with you. She's battling with you to show you certain things. You have to take her out of that mode. You have to show her the strength of you being that man and take her out of that mode. So if you don't possess the capacity, then it will show. Then, like the brother said, being equally yoked will show. And then that's the grace you give the woman and the respect you say, hey, you're not for me, man. I can't, that's it. Let me roll on, or I'm not the guy for you, or something like that. That's the type of grace that I would say that women need more of.
Okay, y'all brothers. Look,
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
That is love.
So
that actually is love. Yeah, that tough love. Yeah.
So before we get back on it, I got another one if y'all want it. But I want to. Okay, so what I do when you show love to this show,
Ebro, can I ask you a question?
I shout y'all out. I have to, because y'all Y'all step out for me. I want to shout out my King Bugatti. Thank you, King. You know what I'm saying? For showing your girl some love. I so appreciate it. Also, shout out to my sis, Stephanie. Thank you. So that's the White School Podcast. Please follow her. I'm going to give y'all Bugatti information too, because I'm pretty sure a lot of women going to hit me up about Bugatti. I just got that. I just got that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that Bugatti, but we're gonna talk. You know, I kind of got my eyes there. But it's all
listen,
right.
hey, Evo, just know, everybody just know, right? So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna drop it. So now forget where we're gonna find me at. How about this? Me and Evo, we're gonna work together and we're gonna do something. I have a platform I'm working on. It's called the platform is there. It's called Talk Life Media. That's the website, talklifemedia.com, but I'm having issues with the website. So I got to get that fixed. But I have a radio station. She's already the station manager. I gave her access to the Live 365. So whenever she wants to, she can play music or she could just talk. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about spreading it, right? There's no fee for her. It's love, right? We doing this so we can spread our voices further. We got all these platforms like X. We got platforms like Instagram and YouTube. And how about we just have our own platform and we can do what we want to do on it and nobody can censor us, right? That's what it's really all about, right? So we gonna be working on something, and it's about love. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna spread that love. So
thank you, King. Look at this, the community coming together.
Appreciate it.
This is a force right here. If y'all know what's going on, y'all are a part of it. And some of y'all hit me up because a lot of y'all are talented. Hit me up so we can do something. Like, yo, I'm open to everybody as far as working, because you know I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. But my titties is coming today, so they might not take that wrong. I want to shout out.
Did she say her titty?
Just ignore her.
Evo, we from Brooklyn. Evo? What's that all about, bro? We from Brooklyn. Hold on. What's that all about?
And I gotta watch what I say.
Okay.
But they coming today, so they might not think I don't went to the left, you know. But shout out to Bugatti and Stephanie. Let me play. There's something I do when y'all show love to the stream. You know what I'm saying? You give a cash out, you give a a super chat. You know, I show love. So this is the way I show love. Thank you, King and Queen. Yes, and Bugatti, White School. Please follow White School also on YouTube. Here we go, y'all.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
All right, thank you, y'all. Appreciate it, definitely. Send them cash out. It's a $ next to the chat when y'all type. So I know y'all see that $. Hit it. Show some love. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate that. Do y'all want another clip? Because let me tell you something. We done really covered a lot. And in these 2 hours, more than we usually cover. So we've been doing good. I got another, it's kind of a relationship clip. This brother's a little raw with his opinions, like your girl. You know what I'm saying? But I really like him. Like, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this brother here. Elevated, did y'all want to cover that topic anymore, or y'all good on that?
I did. I wanted to say, I was sitting with my godmother, and she was like, she said, I accomplished everything for myself. So what do you give a woman that has everything? You understand? So who are you as a man if she's already been places or bought the things that she likes, or the guy said, well, you want to eat at Ruth Chris, but you don't have money to eat at Ruth Chris. But if that woman has done all those things for herself, who are you as that man? It may come off as she's hyper independent, but actually she's done all the things for herself. She's loved on herself. She provided for herself. She explored who she is as a person, and then can she meet her equal? Who is she the rib to? So that's what I'm saying. So
can I answer that?
Who is that man
you
for
answer,
her? You know what I'm saying? Who is that man?
Okay, you said everything that she did for herself, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But she don't have nobody else. She didn't have nobody to love her. That's what a man can give her.
That's right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got to experience love with a partner and not by yourself.
No, but no. This is what I'm saying. There's
No, I heard
an
everything that you
avenue of
said.
like the
Everything.
insecurity. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Mhm.
level of insecurity where you settle for people and you're not in the best relationship. That's why they always tell women choose better. So if she's done better, right, and then she's like, okay, I want to find or have that person that we are, like you said, equally yoked. I'm that rib, so I can submit to him. But if she's confident in that, some men may see it as, well, she's hyper this, or you know what I said. They'll put her under that label and
I
won't
think
have
a
the
real
capacity
man.
to be over her.
I think a man could take that down, like tone that down, because that's not
Mm-hmm.
a big of a deal. You get what I'm saying? But
Okay.
if she crazy in her head and she feel like she don't need no man, I don't think nobody should date her. But if
Right,
she,
right,
if you
right.
saying what she's saying as far as she did everything by herself, she did, but she ain't share with nobody. You get what I'm
And
saying? Like
that you
you,
know what?
Thank you, Stephanie.
Because you know what, Stephanie? Not Stephanie. What's the sister name
Kwame.
again?
Kwame.
Kwame. I was gonna say, so she did it by herself. So now she could do it with somebody else. See,
yeah.
you like you walk alone, right? When you're a baby, right? So you did that by yourself, right? But now you're an adult, right? Or you might even have a brother or a sister, right? Now you're walking with your brother or your sister, right? So your auntie said she did it by herself. That's fine. But now she could do it with somebody. And it's always fun when you got somebody with you. So she can do it. She can do it now with that partner. And it's fine. She's not hyper independent, because remember the definition of hyper independence is, and I'm just gonna give you the bullets, right? Oh man, damn. I hate
You got a good definition.
But okay, so it's shit. You know what? Sorry. Damn. Okay, here we go. Here's what it often looks like: refusing help even when overwhelmed. That believing you can only rely on yourself, having trouble trusting others with responsibility, feeling guilty, weak, or vulnerable when needing support, pushing through stress or pain instead of leaning on people. That's not your aunt. That's not her. She did things, but that don't mean that she's hyper independent. She's an independent woman who did what she had to do because she needed to do what she had to do because she's an adult. But that doesn't mean that she can't do it with a partner that's going to be loving and she have it all. Maybe she did. Maybe it's simple shit. Maybe the guy plucked the flower from the rose bush and said, hey, hon, I saw this rose and here you go.
I know that. See, she already been married for 40 years. I'm saying, she said he didn't have anything that he could offer me. It was him. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of men, they don't lead like that in these conversations and what I hear. So I want the men to be honest and stop trying to they will put that lady. If I said, well, I do this, oh man, well, this is something a brick.
That's good.
I gotta, I gotta tear it down. Like, no. Why can't you be up here so that we can, you know what I'm saying? So that you can lead in that way. But a lot of men, they don't position it. They position my godmother, say if she said those things, as an opposition instead of saying,
what do you mean? So when you say up here, I can be up here, not monetarily, but mentally. I can be up here, and that might be what she needs. See, we have to have conversations, and that's the thing that we don't do. We assume that a person is leading with their wallet or whatever. We got to have a conversation, and I need to know where you're coming from, and you need to know where I'm coming from, and then maybe we can match. It might not be a monetary thing. I might not be able to afford the lavish lifestyle that she's used to, but that don't mean that we can't be equally yoked. That just means that I might have to try a little harder. Maybe she might need to try a little harder. Maybe we need to just communicate and focus on the things that we have in common and then build from there. Because we always grown.
Now, I like how you're saying that, but from things that I hear, oh, she's this and that. Oh, she's predatory.
Girl, them bitter men.
Selfish. It is like, that's what I hear. This is what I hear. You know what I'm saying? And there'll be good women that just sit on the benches, get overlooked because of stuff like what you said, that men are not willing to, like you said, to communicate, fine tune things, really find out what's really going on. So
but
I
to be honest
appreciate.
with you, Steph, you listen to bitter men. You understand? It's
But this is
good
what I'm
men
saying.
out
It has
here.
to be highlighted. See now I stay in the comments and I troll from the comments, but I be talking truth from the daggone comments. Because I don't want to interrupt the man's show because it's their time. But this is what I'm saying. So if I could call it out in real time, trust me,
you do be
they've done this countless times.
Call it out.
That's so looking at
she be on their neck.
Yeah, so I appreciate that because I'll look at it from dual lenses.
Yeah.
As a man of standards.
Sorry, Mr. Bugatti. Sorry.
As a man of standards, you got to realize that sometimes hyper independency in a woman is her standard. And if you so based on where you're at in life, hypogamy and hypergamy, either dating above or below your level or on the same level, comes into play. And the reason why I say that now, it could be a double-edged sword, because if that's your standard, you're supposed to be coming into a woman's life to elevate where she's at, not you're supposed to add to her life from that perspective, because that's what she's looking for. Now the other side, and Mr. Bugatti, I don't know if you might differ from me with this, because everything you just named, the core principles of hyperindependence, it kind of also describes a man at his core. Because when men don't want somebody to help them, that's the same concept. When a man is building his ego, it's the same concept. So that terminology, that's why I said, if you're not within that capacity, like you're saying, it's something you got to literally deal with. But again, from a psychological perspective, in therapy, that's the standard.
Ego is no good, though.
We look at the positive. Look at the positive of it.
Ego is not always good, though. Ego is good for certain things, but not for everything. I think when you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody, so my thing is this, right? Let me say it like this. Most people think finance, right, makes a person higher or lower, right? That's not always the case. Sometimes you can have a person that got all the money in the world. Think about a so-called high value person, right? They treat the person, they treat people like shit 99%, not 99%, but a lot of the time they treat people like shit because I got it, and you don't, right?
Preach.
It's like a pot, right? You just gotta start mixing and matching shit and seeing where because not for nothing, man. It ain't always about money, but a lot of people think that's where it starts. I don't know. Yeah.
It's not about money, but we have to be realistic.
That's a step, right?
The world,
right.
We're in America. You got to pay your rent. You got to do this. And if I'm coming to you, and we, like you said, we're gonna be the homeless bums on the street.
No, we not.
Well, that means
so that means there gotta be some discussion of finance. That's realistic. Something that's probably delusional is expecting you're just, your average blue collar guy, and I'm expecting you to like go be exorbitant. See, that's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're trying to overwork yourself to try to be this fake person that you're not. You know what I'm saying? See, that's not realistic. But I think from the music and the capitalism, and we kind of, we want to come up, we want to do well, but it's going to take time. And that person has to understand, and that's realistic, realize it's going to take time, and you probably have to build something together. Those are realistic people. Because we get everything so microwave, convenience, and so fast, we sometimes assume that it's going to happen overnight, but it's not. And then that's not good for the women, because then like the men are like, you know what, she's cool, but she's doing too much.
Yeah. But with that being said, which is why I say let's look at the positive of the hyper independency and the positiveness of the ego. With that being said, that's the standard that we set nowadays. But can we all agree that we don't even set our own standards?
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't, because you know what? You're right. And I like that you said that, because most standards are set by entertainment. It's set by media. It's set by what other, I was saying this earlier, and this is crazy because I said, a lot of the times, like men, we're different. We think different, but women, they're always in competitive motions against each other. Right. It seems like it's men versus women, but a lot of the times it's women versus women. So I can say, I see a girl, she's like beautiful, but the hairstyle, like I'm like, damn, Evo, I love your hairstyle. And let's say Stephanie is like, I could do shit. I can do the same hairstyle. I'm gonna go get the same hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that. And I wish it wasn't, because initially the conversation was, we were talking about pretty privilege versus pretty abuse, right? And there's a lot of abuse amongst the women, and I wish that they would stop that too. I just wish we, as Black people, honestly, I wish we can all just sit down and have a conversation and just lay all this shit out so we can get rid of it. But it's too much ego. We were talking about ego a few minutes ago. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of all that
people
weird
that
wickedness.
don't want to listen. People that don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we need to get rid of the Urban Dictionary too, man. I think we be making up words
No,
and describing people based on not non-realistical things that don't even exist, but we just add words to it to make it happen. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I need those words with Gen Alpha.
I just did that a few minutes ago. I was like, I'm just making up some words, but yeah.
Okay, piano. So Evolution did say she wanted to play another clip. So Evolution, let's do the clip.
Okay. And this gonna be the final clip because we got some cash apps, like we got some love. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, if y'all want to send more love, please do that. You know what I'm saying? I think this one, it might be a little rough. Let's see. But we got like a super duper panel tonight, and they can handle anything. So this will work. This will definitely work. I'm gonna kind of keep it on relationships. We kind of talked about the hyper independent woman. Now we're gonna flip it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. And let me shout out my people that I don't think I shout out. I think I typed it, but shout out to the King Richard Reed. We have Grace and Chaos. Grace, thank you for liking the live in the stream that's going on, and thank you for reposting it, Queen. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. That's my sis. Also, we got Black Beauty Gaming back. That's my sis. I'm gonna holler at you, Black Beauty. I know I got your number. I'm gonna holler at you because I really want to highlight what you're doing. We're gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? Put my hand in every pot. We're gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you. Thank you for coming back, sis. I missed you. And if Papa can hear this, thank you, Papa, for showing that love, King. I just saw it. Thank you, King. I appreciate you. Papa is very impressive. Y'all don't know, he's very smart. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here you go, y'all. I ain't even gonna read it. We just gonna put it up there, and y'all are kind of figured out. I wanted to kind of pre-reference it for y'all, but don't even worry about it. Y'all got it. Y'all my dream team. All right, here we go. All right.
Aren't men anymore because you gave them safe spaces to be bitches. That's why.
Oh, okay.
You allow them to be broke.
I'll play it twice.
You allow them to be soft. You allow them to be weak. When they're homeless, you give them a couch to lay on. When they're carless,
homosexual.
Drive. I don't even understand how sex and survival even go together. Even pulsating for a nigga in poverty.
My goodness.
Talk.
Y'all got him started.
Poverty pussy.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
Really
play that again.
Because you gave them safe spaces to be bitches. That's why. You allow them to be broke. You allow them to be soft. You allow them to be weak. When they're homeless, you give them a couch to lay on. When they're carless, you give them a car to drive. I don't even understand how sex and survival even go together. How is your pussy even pulsating for a nigga in poverty?
My goodness.
Talk.
Y'all got him started.
Poverty pussy.
All right, so I'ma just.
That's my new word now. That's my new word for the bit of men. New word.
Let me just take this down. That is Truth Hurts on Instagram. I look at a lot of different, podcasters.
Yeah, he be keeping it on it.
People that do content.
And I like about him too, because he don't be on one side. He telling about the woman and the men.
Right.
Yes, he does.
So that's why I respect him.
Yes. And what? Okay, so it's named. I actually listened to it for the name, right? So the name is "Women Are Complaining About the Men They've Given a Safe Space to Be Feminine." And I'm gonna be honest. When I first listened to it, it was like, all right. But the second time I listened to it, kind of hit me. Then the third time, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to speak to the ladies. Now let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna just give you a story. So I was on X. And I happened to tell ladies, we got to change. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just put us all in that boat. We got to change. We can't just be laying down for these fools. And they not doing nothing for us. They not trying to help us out in no way. We taking care of them. Like we raising more children. You know what I'm saying? Some of us ain't even birthing no babies. You know what the consensus was? Oh, don't nobody want to be like you. You ain't had sex in 6 years. Does it still work? And I got to get mine. And I'm not doing that. And you know, you just hating on us. And they went
crazy.
in. And then I made up a plan right on the spot. And some of y'all probably heard it before. It was called New Age Whores. And then the room exploded. So, I just can't win. You know what I'm saying? Just like, God forbid a girl from Brooklyn keep it real up in here. You know what I'm saying? And people are still mad at that saying. But it hit me like a bolt of lightning. New Age Whores. And that's what we are dealing with a lot. You know what I'm saying? No standards, no boundaries, no goals, no kids. They are just YOLOing their whole life.
You know what? Let me tell you something, Evo. My mother told me when I was 15 years old, you don't have a girlfriend if you can't buy her anything to eat. Right? She said that, and that was some real shit, and I always stuck to that. How can I be with someone if I can't do my part? Right? It's so much to what the brother said, and so many, like, I had a conversation with somebody about something like this, and I talk to the young people all the time, like, y'all give up so much and get nothing in return. And that goes both ways, because not for nothing, you got brothers out there that's doing the same thing. They're with a female because she look good, but she ain't got there's nothing. There's nothing to give. There's nothing to, like, you give, you're giving up sex, but what else is there?
There's no substance, no sustainment.
You're right.
Bro, at all. I agree with the brother. I wholeheartedly agree.
It's going on right now.
It's going on right now. It's sad. It's sad. I'm good.
And then there's something else I'm gonna add to this, right? I saw another clip. I was trying to find it as y'all was talking. I couldn't find it. It was saying that what they call really strong women, independent women, they usually are attracted or they say feminine men are attracted to strong women or independent women because she's the man in a relationship and he turns into the woman. And I don't know about that. I've been thinking about that for a long time.
Say that again.
I think about that. That's kind of what he's saying. Kind of.
Say what you just said again, because I need to really hear what you're saying.
That, right? I'd be like strong women, strong black women. They say that strong women attract feminine men because she's the man in a relationship. So it's kind of what he's kind of talking about with that. Now, he didn't really go into the woman. He went into the woman taking care of the man. You understand? It's almost the same thing, though. But they said that strong women attract feminine men. We give
okay, so anybody in here over 40? All right. So back in the days, it wasn't called that. I'm not going to put that jacket on a man and say he's feminine. I'm going to say weak, because 9 times out of 10, it's just he's weak. He haven't been taught. Maybe he was raised a certain way. Maybe he saw something. Maybe she saw something growing up. Maybe her father wasn't in the house. So this is how she saw or how he saw. You know what I'm saying? Environment. Right. So I won't put the feminine jacket on somebody, because he might I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's what they want us to do.
That's what
right?
they want you to
They
do.
want us to do that. Right. I'm not gonna do that. Evo, and you know, I always tell you, but I'm not gonna do that. But I will say it's the way they were raised, right? You only can be what you saw, right? And if you're not corrected in time, you're gonna just be what you saw. So my mom's was a strong woman, but she was also a good woman, and she would never say he was a woman or a woman. She would never do that because she's like, you know what? I chose wrong. That's on me. That didn't stop me from being the outstanding woman that I was. It's just that he wasn't the man that was really good for me. Right. So a lot of the time, that's all it really be. These men they're not feminine, they're just weak. And they don't know how to be strong because they were never taught that way.
I'll go a step further and say I wouldn't say they're weak. I would add another word. They're intellectually and emotionally lazy.
But you know what? Lazy is weak, bro.
Yeah,
lazy is weak.
I would say weak. I wouldn't give them. I would agree with you, but I'll put it as lazy because the reason why I say that is because even in when we were younger, we were taught, and you're still being taught right now. So you have a choice to change and a chance to change, and you don't want to do it. So again, that's the intellectual lazy part on some men. They'll rather blame a woman and say it. No, be honest. They'll rather say the woman is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So my issue. So my instance is this, and just like Evo said. So my thing is this: that woman now, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I keep both of them accountable. Where if she gives him that home, she's no longer a standard to me. You will never catch me trying to talk to her because she's not the standard to me anymore. Because me and him we're not on the same level. Excuse my French. My dick should not be called. My dick and his dick should not be called on the same pussy. Excuse my French.
Right.
As a man, as a standard of man, that's just how you live.
He put the Evo on it. I got it.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, think about it. Because once she does that, she is now taking herself away from the credibility of being.
Right. Mm-hmm. I get that. Yeah. Yeah. That's real shit. That's real. That's real.
This is
what up, Coach?
Bugatti Coach.
Peace.
This is another gentleman from the Evolutionary Men Live. You know what I'm saying? So he's my brothers. They come and represent anytime they see me streaming. I love these men. You know what I'm saying? They hold me down. Even when I don't use them. It's
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Peace to the God. Peace to the God.
Yeah, this Bugatti. This is Coach Ferg.
I better watch out. I've been hearing it. I just tuned in about 2 minutes. I'm like, oh Lord. I saw my brother elevated up here. I said, let me get up here and save us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Throw us under the bus. Let me save the gorilla man. They throw us under the bus.
You're doing good, Coach Ferg. Evo, I wanted to say is that like I feel bad. Well, I'm more empathetic to the state of the man, especially in America and especially in the Black community, because of how our home was just torn up so much. And it's like these men, like you said, they're weak, but who gave them the privilege of standing on a strong foundation if the father wasn't there or just being solely raised by the mother. I know that there are some women that do raise successful young men, but still it's only a limit that a woman you can't show a man to be a man. That's just it. It is what
I agree.
So
I agree with that.
It's like these men, they probably show these women the respect, but the man that she probably needs him to be isn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's caring because he's really nice. He doesn't, treat me bad. He probably cooks. He helps around, but still there's that missing element that man didn't receive. And us women, this is what I appreciate about Carl. He said if women would raise their standard, it would inspire the men to raise their standards and like come correct or come a certain way because other cultures do that. And he even says, like, as a man, you should stand on your own and you have your life insurance, you live life insurance and a place to stay and like prove it to yourself, you know what I'm saying? And be whole as much as you can, because taking on the responsibility of yourself and a family and children is a big undertaking. And that's just, I think people do themselves a disservice when they don't try their best in that arena first. But I know that that's the human side of you, and you see the big circles and the big circles in the back. You be like, oh my God, I gotta have it. And then the women get, emotionally attached. That's how we emotionally attach to a man. So, but if we would have a standards for ourselves and know that, okay, you got to come a little bit better than that, Ricky, or, stuff like that. And maybe we'll talk. But that's why it's good to have standards, as we were talking before, Elevator was talking about before. It's good to have standards. But I think, like you said, we're so swayed by society. Our homes are broken. Our standard, we don't even know what a standard is. And if you suggest, oh, you got to read, if you got to read your Bible, you got to cover up, be a little modest, show something about, oh, that's whack. I want to be a new age whore. I want to show myself. I want to listen to Glorilla. Get to my bag. So we make excuses all the time, but it keeps us in that repetitive mode. Then we're complaining about the men that's sleeping on our couch and not helping us. So that's your fault, boo.
You're right. You're right. I want to say one thing, and it's real short, right? Mm-hmm. I used to always say this, like, brothers would pull their pants up if the woman say, I don't like it. Yes. A lot of us listen to our women, but we can't read your minds. So if you don't speak on it, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do what we've been doing. Because you think about it, like a lot of these brothers grew up in single parent households, and it's been women, right? So I think that if a woman say to a man, like, I just need you to do better, you can't hide and say it in little, like, Tina down the block, her husband. No, you have to be straight up with the brothers and tell us what we want. And like, we need to be straight up with y'all when we don't like something. That was it. That was it.
That makes sense.
I'm sorry. One more point. I forgot to make this. The reason why it seems so familiar, like the woman's so strong, is because his mother was strong. And so it's a trauma bond. It's like a familial reassurance. Like, and then if you're bailing him out, because moms, we're gonna bail you out. I was working at the prison with the young boys, and they said, your mom, the course will show your mom, this is him robbing the bag of chips out the store, and the mom will be like, that ain't my baby. So your mom has a lot of grace for you. And so when that woman does the same thing, it's like, oh my God, this feels like, like love or whatever, associated with his mother as well. So I just forgot to make that point. Yeah.
Yeah, now that makes sense. I remember there was we did a YouTube live stream about women raising boys, and it was like, can women raise sons successfully? And I'm gonna be honest, that whole room exploded. The panel was full. The comments was it got real crazy. But in the end, we got to a solution. In the end, I was trying to find some clips from it, but since we are here, you know what I'm saying, we got a full panel. I'm gonna do one more fresh clip. You know what I'm saying? Because this show went so well. Like, this is.
I want to hear what Coach got to say.
Coach got that.
I see Coach. Yeah. He got that look.
Play the clip again?
They got that look.
He saw the clip.
Coach saw the clip. I know he saw the clip. He's smiling.
I want to hear what the coach got to say, because Coach do this for real.
Hold up. I didn't see the clip because I tuned in. I was in transition of things.
You ain't see it?
Hey, if you don't mind showing it, I would definitely give my belly twos and fews.
Okay, I got it. I'm gonna come right back to it. All right. Let me see if I can stop it. All right, here you go. And let's put this on real quick. Y'all know I'm good at this stuff. And he got on this bright shirt, so it helps me out a lot. All right, it should be up. Here we go. Oh, y'all can't hear it. All right, here we go. Hopefully I caught it at the right spot.
Really aren't men anymore because you gave them safe spaces to be bitches. That's why. You allow them to be broke. You allow them to be soft. You allow them to be weak. When they're homeless, you give them a couch to lay on. When they're carless, you give them a car to drive. I don't even understand how sex and survival even go together. How is your pussy even pulsating for a nigga in poverty?
Talk.
Y'all got him started.
Poverty pussy. Poverty pussy.
Man. All right, so that was it. It was straight to the point. What you thought about that, Coach?
First of all, man, listen, that's why I love you 45 and unders, right? I love y'all, man. Y'all get it all backwards. Listen, he started out with the band, then he said poverty coochie. Who's got the coochie? Who's got the coochie? And it ain't about, and a lot of it is just mindset. A lot of it is just mindset. Y'all gonna have to choose a side, man. Y'all gonna have to choose a side. One minute it's somebody's fault. You gave your best, then you're the victim. It's one or the other. Every 15 minutes, depending on where their feelings are. Oh, it was. Listen, again, it's gonna always come down to this, right? And this is me, right? And because even a lot of men that comment about relationships and this and that, a lot of them don't even have relationships with their father.
That's true.
But they're going to give a relationship about a kid they may or may not have. And a lot of women, same thing. It starts out good when mama let you have your little slow-ass kids. Now your kid's a teenager. Now everything about the brokenness shows up into your life. You don't have a relationship with the kid. You push it off on the grandmama because now you saying, well, you giving her problems and making believe that she was a problem for you when we all really are suffering from the same wound. And when I say we, I'm older than you. I look back at 10, 15 years generation younger, y'all suffer from the daddy wound. I ain't gonna say all, I would say most, because most are speaking from a place of inferiority to the man and to the woman. And the women, by default, Black people survive in the worst conditions.
Yep.
And this is why I give the ancestors 10 times more grace than us weak ass moderns who want to sleep on the bed, want to buy all the fake stuff to look good, and everybody on YouTube make 100,000, but everybody got to go work at 9.
Right.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But then we say the young people, I appreciate the young people taking a different path than us people in their way. I really am, you know what I'm saying? Because when I hear a lot of people speak about blaming the other side, both of y'all came up under the conditions. It goes to show how great of an impact a father affects the whole family. It affects the whole family. And to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't listen. I love sisters, man. I wouldn't, and a lot of brothers, they critical and they gonna date outside the race. Me, I would never go outside the race of a sister. I wouldn't disrespect my family and my ancestors. But however, I'm a type of dude, I don't put up with a sister's derogatory behavior. I don't do it. If you talk to a friend stupid, you might get your cheeks clapped because you're fine as hell, but your mind is tore up. Now that was just an old
issue with that though.
No.
Leave her for the man that likes it. Why you not
here's the thing though. She might not have showed out like that until she got that hammer. See, that's the thing. Because they try to be strong, but the one thing a sister and a man's for, we weak for the coochie. We all weak for the sex. I don't care what nobody say. So I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. Yes, there's guys, especially, we discount the young guys early. Now, dude 30 and over, he ain't doing shit. He's a bum anyway. But if that dude is still rolling up on the finest sister in the neighborhood, the one that got the Benz, she's picking him up, it ain't the man, it's her. Now, here's the thing. Again, I'm gonna shut up. It's my last thing. See, men are having a conversation about leveling up. And the sisters are taking the brothers for granted. This is a new time and space. Give these brothers 4 or 5 years, 4 or 5 birthdays, they all go level up. So I would appreciate if the sisters just start looking and listen. If I got a fucked up family, I got some boys, if I have a child, I at least give them access to the father. And if you're going to choose a dude that wear a belt. Choose a man that they have your baby if he wears a belt. If you give it up to a dude that don't wear a belt, then it's you too. It ain't just a man, it's you too. Make sure your man is wearing a belt. He's going to work. Boundaries. Something. But salute to the 45 and unders, man. Y'all the most interesting crybabies, toughest people on the planet. Y'all fight and blame. It's like y'all fight and play victim at the same time. And I ain't saying y'all, I'm just saying, I look at peers.
We all are blaming each other, though. That is very true.
And y'all the strongest of us. But y'all the strongest and the finest of us. So y'all playing games.
I'm gonna be honest. I really, I was looking at something last night, right? And it said, and I say this all the time, Grandma and Granddaddy messed us up. They didn't show us the way. I always say that because now I'm gonna be honest. I had strong parents, and then I had strong grandparents too. So I'm not gonna say all of us. But everybody, grandma and granddaddy, didn't stand on business. You get what I'm saying? And it just kind of trickled down. You get what I'm saying? Like I always talk about like the cheating and the beating up the wife and the submission gone wrong and all the babies and if you look back in time, you get what I'm saying?
Even
they kind of didn't have it together either.
But it come down to your parents though. It come down to your parents, Evo. You see when I listen to you amaze me, right?
Great parents, but I think
again,
my parents might have made me a little too strong.
No.
Man that gets with me, he gonna have to stand on business to be with me because
Evo, that's your business. Evo, that's your business. Hold on, Evo. I hear you say that a lot. You say he has to stand on business, but I'm gonna say something to you lovingly. That's your business. He has to stand on his own business. You keep saying stand on business.
Well, he got his own business. That's good. As long as he don't get it my way, we ain't got no problem.
I don't.
Because people will come into your life and stop everything. I've had the boyfriend that, why you driving that car? And why you buying that?
How long ago was that, Evo? How long ago was that?
You ain't did none of this. Like,
how long ago was that, though?
Get your eyes on my pockets.
I don't think
it is so bad, gentlemen, that I can't even walk to my car. If I'm in a club or a lounge or something and a man see me, I avoid him walking me out. You know the gentlemen, they want to, no, I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Because then you get to the car, you got the big boy car. And you know what I'm saying? And, oh, I like your shoes. I like your bag. They pricing. Oh, your hands to your butt. And all time. And it's just like, yo, this is today's man. This is what we doing. So now you got.
I don't even like none of that shit.
You don't got none of that. You got to hide your
stuff.
And let me tell you, a lot of women do it.
That's real materialistic. But every man ain't moving like that. And I tell you this, Evo, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna always tell you this. When you talk like that, I'm gonna say you trolling, because all men don't move like that. Maybe it's a generational thing, because I don't give. Like, let me tell you something. I don't care what you drive. You could drive a 1985 Toyota. If I'm into you and we vibing and we right, that's all that matters. All that material shit don't matter, because you know what? If you materialistic, you're not for me. I need you to be strong here. But that
come up off a woman. And I see it.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
How old are these men?
Dating pool is like that.
Right.
How old are these men?
Oh, it's hard.
How old are these men, and where are you going to meet these type of men?
These are grown men.
So what? 35
grown,
and
like
over?
What's grown? What's grown? Because 25 is grown. 21 is grown.
You gotta be very cautious. You
well, that's an adult.
Where you live, where you work. You know what I'm talking about. It's a lot more fools out here than good men. So when I see the good men, I praise them, because it ain't a lot out here.
It's not.
It's environment because you can move somewhere.
It's your environment.
Yeah, it's environment because I'm from I'm from Brooklyn, son. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to say that because we from Brooklyn. But
New York,
I don't think I'm
man.
not.
Everywhere.
I'm gonna tell you what I think about New York, and to my New Yorkers, I love y'all, but New Yorkers think they the toughest, right? I live in the South, right? New Yorkers think that they the flyers, right? They think they the most gangster, but I live in the South, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you on some real shit, right? Not it ain't that tough because you know what down here the struggle is a little bit different, right? So how they move down here, Evo, for real, is they're a little bit more insane. They do with you know what I'm saying? Because they have to. They dealt with racism. They dealt with, all the bigotry and all of so their style and how they move is tougher than New York. It's different. It's different. It's a different toughness.
Is more poverty over there?
Nah, it's just the mentality.
I won't say poverty either. Because you know what? The people down here, a lot of them tougher? They own homes.
Oh, because y'all got
you know what I'm saying?
Over there.
People miscategorize the South.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the dating pool. What's the dating pool?
I mean, but the dating pool,
no,
listen, Evo. But listen, as far as the dating, listen, as far as the dating, Evo, as far as the dating pool, more women live in the South. More sisters. The dating pool? You're not telling me. The dating pool is fine. It depends on the brother.
Okay, so we don't have it over here. Like
it depends on the
same.
A good person.
No, it's this. No. It's the same. It's the same because remember what we said earlier, right? How do people? What do people judge by, or what are they? Where are they learning from? They're learning from the internet. They're learning from the music. They're learning. So you're gonna find the same type of bullshit in the South as far as in the dating pool, but it's just right. It's environment, but you have more. Because it's vaster, you have more women down here as opposed to
a different smell. Has a different smell.
It's a different right. So I moved. I'm going to tell you some real shit. I came to the South to find a wife, for real. But it ain't down. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. But it's
I'm in Tampa now.
Let me tell you something though. On real shit, this is for real. It ain't no better. I ain't fun.
I'm gonna give you an example. He ain't lying. I used to live in Fleming Island. You know Fleming Island, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
I used to live in Fleming Island over there by Jacksonville. And when I left Fleming Island and crossed over to Jacksonville, it's totally different. It's an environmental thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. He ain't lying.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just a small bridge that separates it, and you can tell the difference in women and men. Wow. And so it's like, but see, going back to you, Evo, you go from Brooklyn to Bronx, the different boroughs. Automatically, it depends on what borough you go to. They have it on their back. Yeah, they have that environmental, that, like you said, the history is on their back, so they wear it a different way.
Right.
You come down south or you go to a different city or different state, the same history, but they're gonna wear it a different way. Like down here, you got mad females go crazy over wigs.
Right,
what?
I don't understand that. Up
top, y'all want a clean cut man with his you know.
No way.
Yeah, you wear these things like hats. You're a different chick every day.
Looking like spiders.
Hold on, time out. What's the wig?
The one
that's the big locks. The big.
You know them ugly things Jay Prince used to have.
So hold on. So people are actually wearing artificial ones.
Men are wearing artificial here.
And then all that sun, man, what's the temperature down there? 99 degrees every day.
But they love it. They love it.
And humid.
They love
that humidity is no joke.
They love it.
That is
the torture. The torture people put themselves
through.
They love it, man.
You know how much these inches cost, man? That's crazy. I couldn't.
But Evo, listen, that's
different.
Evo, okay, this say your peer group, right? Over the last 20-some years, 25 years, right? You come from a fathered home, right? So your messaging that you was getting was different. Evo, I guarantee, unless you was sneaky, you know, you ain't got to be detailed, but were you hunching your boyfriend before 15, 16 years old?
She's from Brooklyn. She's from Brooklyn.
Well, like I keep telling you, my father was a gangster. You couldn't do none of that.
That ain't got nothing to do with a gangster, Evo. He was in the house.
If he didn't have eyes on me, my brother had eyes on me, and I think my brother was a black belt, so he was a little. He had a different there.
Were you a virgin?
I didn't have sex
until you graduated
for my 21st birthday.
Okay, Evo. So again, the messaging. That's the messaging that a father brings. There's no father. I don't care how terrible he is as a dude. He slept with your mama in the park, got her pregnant. There's no man that would have access to his daughter, would sit up there and allow his daughter to move in a way that we crying about here for the last 10 years. Hell no. You ain't gonna be that way. Oh, hold on.
That's a fact.
That's not true though. The fact is, when I look at it, 95% of all the United States citizens have had sex by age 21. In our community over the last 40, 50 years, since they gave us the birth control, a lot of us have come from teenage parents.
Pregnancy.
Since my generation, Generation X, we was the baby daddy generation. Teenage pregnancy went from 3 or 4, maybe the whole 4 years. Now it's 3 or 4 in each class. And that's the thing, though, because a lot of these young people today haven't had that father in the home. Father run that little dusty ass dude off. Man, get your ass away from here. Don't come back.
Right.
And for a son, a father that's a true man, he always puts his son on task. If anybody gonna get their ass whooped in that house, it's gonna be little Nug from over there doing some dumb stuff. But a lot of young folk ain't had that. So now they're adults. They've been allowed to just sort of run them up. And of course, it gets hard for a woman. I don't care what nobody say. Elevated was probably 5'10", 220 pounds, and his mom was probably 4'3" with heels on. Mothers of that time handled a big dude. Mothers today, oh well, go ahead. He'll figure it. Now that sounds cool. That sounds cool when he's young. But when he had that growth spurt and he turned 15, 16, and just like her daughter, everybody running around in that house horny as hell because the mama, she still having sex in front of the kids with the screaming like she's at Hotel 6. The kids growing up, they think everybody goes through sex puberty when they looking at the other opposite like, damn, Shaquita fine this year as a freshman. They start having sex. Everybody there to protect nobody. And this is the problem. So I was just saying, this is me, and I shut up. Especially for the modern age to grow. If we want to see a better product of men, now everybody 40 and over, y'all cooked. Y'all asses are cooked. Best thing y'all can do is try to make a deal with each other. But if you got a son or a daughter, especially the way society is moving in America, if you want your child to be successful in America, start protecting them from the nonsense. You have to. We can't move that way. Teach them how to read, write, multiply, divide, make some shit, and say you ain't gonna be. But we gotta have the conversations though. Everybody ain't having the conversation, and it might be you might be in your feelings, but say, baby, listen, I can't take you no more. Your father live up the street. I know I've been stupid about it, so I'm gonna let y'all start getting together and talking. Because he's a good ass dude. He work at Kroger. He been there 30 years, wherever. Go spend that time and figure out what you missing. Because a lot of kids are coming out with lack of confidence. They don't know what the hell they want to do. But that confidence comes from both parents. I don't care. I can be a coach all day. He got to go back home to that parent. But if you can go, if you can see daddy on the weekends, and sometimes you got to have a conversation with the father. Look, little slow ass nigga. I want you to, but it's best to do it as early as possible. If you can do it early as possible, then I think you'll see y'all sons and daughters will have somebody to date.
That's real shit.
So
that's real shit. That's real shit. And you know what the good thing is, Coach, and I'm gonna tell you, we all I feel like we've been saying the same thing, but different, right? Ways. I agree 1,010% with you, yo. Everything you said is on the fucking money. Just like the bro, I can't see your name. Elevated was saying the same thing. It's all the same messaging. You know what I mean? You might be a little harsher with it. I might be a little harsher with you. I'm not as harsh as you, but he not as harsh. We all saying the same shit. That's how I feel. I feel we all saying, ladies, y'all hear this, right? And don't take it. Don't feel no way. He talking real shit.
Wasn't listening.
No, I hear
Stephanie, you wasn't listening, Stephanie.
No,
Stephanie listening.
Especially about how the kids are being raised and stuff.
She got boys.
I raised 3 kids. I got boys. I got girls. Listen, I done read a lot. I don't know my limits. So if I can't be my best self, I won't be anything for them, because I can't pass down no trauma, because we don't talk about that. Parents don't do everything the right way, even though we think we do. And y'all think y'all have the ego behind it, and y'all be messing up y'all kids too, and they be mad at y'all. And so it's like I do take in a lot of information, so I know my limits. But I mean, unfortunately, like you said, like Hope said, we have our environments. You gotta talk to the parents. Both have to build up the confidence of it, because I know that it was beneficial for me. And so, but you can't control another person. If you try to tell them, hey, this will be good, you try to be civil, you want to tell them, hey, slow nigga, or whatever, like you want to say those things.
Yeah.
You know what? But
if you keep saying it that way, I mean, and nothing gets done, what can you do?
I mean, the worst enemy of a child is the unhealed parent.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I just want to say this. With that being said, make sure you walking with some kind of higher being. I believe that we don't talk about God enough either. We need to be walking with some kind of higher being that's going to give us some kind of moral compass. Most gods, depending on, I don't care what religion you're in, most religions deal with love, respect, and honor.
At baseline.
So put that into the work as well. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm at the point right now where, like Coach said, a lot of us are cooked, and the reason why I would agree with that, in some common sense way, some people are just not. There's no return from them. And those are the people that you realize that you got to know who you're talking to, who you're preaching to, because in any community environment, you need robbers, because for thieves, and we got cops. When it comes to the women and the men, you need those bums to keep us real men, to show what not to be and realistic in some way. You need the 304s to act like they are, so they can weed out those men and leave the good men who does have. I mean,
that's true.
I got some pushback, bro.
Your emotional intelligence gonna show you, but like, hold on now.
I got some pushback.
Good men be cheating with them hoes. So I don't know.
I got some pushback, man. I got some pushback.
I get it.
I got pushback too. That's where I came up with New Age whores from. The pushback I was getting was unbelievable. So I know exactly what you're talking about on that. You know what I'm saying? This is the one time where we all kind of see the same way. You know what I'm saying? Jesus must be coming back. Because we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the way it's supposed to be. I believe it's still not a lot of young men and young women who are lost. I think that small group gets highlighted the most. Because I always look at, especially, I just use myself, right? Now, when I look back at my life, every bad decision I made was outside of my parents' eye, right? Outside of my parents' eye. And my father talked to me a lot. My father used to talk to me so damn much, but he only talked to me when he was drunk. You see what I'm saying? He worked. My father retired at 60. He worked 35 years at Louisville Slugger. My father whipped me one time. He whipped me one time. 7th grade, yes. I had girls. They was filling on me. It was ridiculous. They were showing me titties in school. It was wild for me. I was losing it. I didn't do no work. But he was there, right? I grew up in the house with 5 sisters. I had 5 sisters. None of them were pregnant before they graduated high school. 4 of them are married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There.
But that's just that. And my father wasn't an easy guy to be around. My father would cuss y'all ass out of you. Elevator, you come in my father's house with your hat on, he would cuss you out, your mama out, but he would also say, hey, listen, son, when you come to somebody's house, take your hat off. I say all that to say, like, now and like I said, I got a 21. He's 22, right? And I used to always tell him, listen, I live my life. Now is the time for you to go live your life and take what you've been taught, go see the world, and then come back and tell me how it correlates to what I'm saying, to what you learned new, to what you may have. And I don't think a lot of people embrace that in our community. We so stuck on trying to be loyal to people who don't really have our best interests at heart. Sometimes, as a man, you have to be willing to step away into your own space, away from your friends you grew up with, the dude that keep passing you the weed, that keep giving you the bottle, the girl that keep giving you the coochie, but she ain't really your girlfriend, the dude that keep trying to, the dude that's trying to sex you for a while, but he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to turn you. And this is why I say, and I'll say, I'll shut up, I promise. Brother. This is why I say, when a boy when he's of age, right, 13, 14, if mothers would just see like, okay, and I think most people know, right, because people know their kids. I done took you as far as I took you, but I have to find and connect to you to somebody who can show you the other side of the emotion. Because women don't deal with emotions. They don't teach emotions well at all. Because they can be in and out of an emotion, 3-4 different emotions in 2 hours. So they can't teach that side. It takes a man to teach another man about his emotions. Because it's okay to get upset. But a man, he won't let you just wild out in your frustration and your anger. He'll say, your ass ready to do some push-ups, you're gonna hit this punching bag, you're gonna run, you're gonna go cut this grass. And that's why I think the best person and the default person to do it, ladies, is his father. His father.
I agree with that.
Y'all can hear me?
Hey, Kwame,
Yes. Kwame, I like your voice. Come on, Kwame.
You shouldn't be on nobody's couch. You should be outside.
Yeah, that's the
my mic. I was having problems with my mic, so I couldn't talk, but I fixed it. But what I'm saying is, right, I give 100% salute to the men that's out here handling their business, even if they not in the home. They still involved. They go pick up their kids from school, spend some time with them, drop them off, get them on the weekends. I salute to them brothers. But we're not going to sit up here and make it seem like it's some brothers that turned their back on women also. You understand? There's a lot of brothers that turned their back. For what reason, I don't know. But don't come see the kid. Don't go pick up the kid. Don't know the kid's fucking teacher. Don't know the doctors. Don't know when the kid go to the doctor's appointment. It's men out there like that.
You know what? But that's so.
Out there, with my son, me and his father, we wasn't together, but he took his son to the doctors more than I did. He on his signature is there more than me. You understand? When we made decisions together. You know, I remember my son said he wanted to get his ears pierced. And I brought the attention to his father. Because I'm like, okay, you know, our little boy's getting it. You can get it. And his father said no. And I had to tell my son his father said no. My son old enough now to get his ears pierced, but he not.
Yep.
You know, so it's based on who you have kids with and how you co-parent, you know. You got to put yourself aside and raise them kids. If you want your kid to be able, I can't see how a person can go days without seeing a kid. I'm confused.
Months.
We got a basketball player.
Knowing if my son or my daughter is not eating right.
Absolutely.
You know, let me tell you something. So here's the opposite to that, right? Because there's so much. I mean, we can have these conversations, but it's so much deeper than just kids and parents and shit. Because you know what? You got a lot of people who don't want to have kids and shit happens. And then they're forced to have these children because of irresponsibility. So it's like best not, I preach, don't have sex until you're ready, and don't lay with somebody that you're not willing, you're not able, or you're not wanting to have children with, because what happens is you get situations where there's the father that's not in the home because he didn't want that kid, or he wanted the kid and she didn't want the kid, and then there's an abortion. So it's so much, like these conversations is so deep, and there's so many webs that you can weave out of this. So it's like, who are we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's certain situations.
It doesn't matter. The person has to have integrity. You can still lay with them. You can still marry them, and they still don't see their kids. And this, you done everything. People do everything the right way. It's all.
I agree with that.
It's all a personal thing.
But that's not what I'm saying.
And
what
that's
I'm
what needs
saying
to be
is
taught more. You know what I'm saying?
Those conversations, right? Because those conversations
y'all men, right?
so.
Can I ask y'all a question? Y'all men, y'all have sex.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all had sex with multiple women. Y'all know
No.
darn well before y'all. No, hold on. If you did, you don't. If you didn't, you didn't. And you don't gotta say it. I'm not asking y'all to give me an answer to it. But I know y'all dated more than 2 women in y'all life, the age that y'all are.
In life, yeah.
And y'all dealt with women that y'all knew that y'all ain't want to have kids with. So y'all made sure y'all strapped up.
Come on.
Y'all make sure even if y'all come, y'all coming out with the condom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, smart men does that. I know that for a fact. A smart man does that. And then you got them lazy men that just sit in it because they feel good and they just don't give a fuck about their body. You get what I'm saying? We gotta understand.
Remember, we deal with
we gotta talk
duality.
realistic. But that's what I'm
But
saying.
we
We gotta
deal with
talk
duality.
realistic. But we gotta talk
We deal
realistic.
with duality. Realistic is duality. Realistic is duality. I hear you, but what you're taking, you're saying men. It goes both ways, right? So he might be lazy, and she's lazy too. Because if he's like, all right, so let's say there's a condom used.
How would I know you about to?
No. Hear what I'm saying, though.
You know. You know.
Hear me. Let me.
Be real. I gotta.
No, I'm
being
being so real. I'm being so real with you, sis. And this the problem is this, right? There is no accountability on both sides. You have to remember that just like he wore condom and maybe he was lazy, she has a way of some contraceptives too. It can't be a one-sided thing when it comes to making babies. It's a dual thing. If I wore a condom and let's say I broke we having rough sex, the condom break, I nut, right? Now, where did your responsibility come in at? Did you have birth control? Maybe you don't like birth control. Did you wear a female condom? Maybe you don't like a female condom. Did you get a UID? Whatever the shit is called, where you put the shit in your arm for whatever, right? It goes both ways. Men, we only have is either abstinence, right, or a condom.
That's it.
Now, if something happens, where does that whole? Where's your accountability? Right, so it goes both ways. That's why I say it's a web, is a web. So it's so much we can, man. It's so much that we can have this conversation.
I think we're abusing a thing that isn't meant to be done outside of marriage, and people are too afraid.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm gonna get divorced. I'm freaking out. What's my name? I'm Cam Newton. I'm scared, but I'm busting down women and having children. But yet I'm out here influencing the whole culture. So it's like, and then I justify my BS because we like, oh, this is my truth. So see, that's the problem. We all have our truth, like you said. You're higher, God. Or I'm gonna say God, Jesus. He says do things in a certain way. If any man burn with passion, if you got to hide in the pants, he said, "Nigga, get married." He didn't say, "Nigga, get married." I said, "Nigga, get married." Okay.
Nah, I'm with the nigga get married shit. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, if you ain't ready for it, well, maybe you should stop. So it should be a chain of reasoning in your head, but the only reason that we hear is the blood and the pulsating thing, like who said we think with our lower parts and not with any morals or ethics.
Evo and Kwame.
Can I say something?
What I said in the beginning.
I love y'all. This was supposed to be a 2-hour show, right? Now,
right. Evo ready to go.
I love y'all, but like y'all are building, and it is 160 people watching. Let me tell you why I feel bad, because I got work in the morning, right?
Me too. Yeah.
And I gotta get up rather early. I hate this is one show that went so well. I hate to cut y'all off. Y'all don't understand. If y'all have ever seen that show, we have the dream team of people here. We just don't have the time. You get what I'm saying? I would hope that my brothers and sisters that are up here now would come back next week. You know what I'm saying? And hold me down this same way again, and we can make this a thing for EVO-ISMS live. Because this was great. Like, I am so happy. I am going to go to sleep so happy. I'm gonna take that shower. I'm gonna go to sleep so happy. You understand? Like, this was great. We gave great advice. We gave $1 million worth of game. We talked about politics and relationships, and
we had a conversation.
And
right.
we hit everything tonight. It is the 1st of October. You know what I'm saying? But this was great. I appreciate y'all. I hate to stop y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we got
so don't stop. Look, Evo.
Huh?
We got 4 minutes. Let's give it to the 3 o'clock. Let's give it to the 3 hour. My phone is at 10%, and it says live 2:55:22, right? And everybody should just be able to give their final thought before and that'll give you the 5 minutes right there.
Now I'm gonna be honest. This show we don't do final thoughts. If y'all want, y'all can. But this show we do it for every other show but this one.
Okay, so let me give my final thought.
We can do it. You know what I'm saying?
I want to give my final thought because what me and the sister was building.
Who want to go first?
I'm right here. So let me say this, Kwame. I agree with you. Kwame. Oh, we ain't have to do it like that. We could have just. But all right, cool.
That's how we do the final.
You can hear me.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Time.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
I'll say this for another time.
All right, so just all I wanted to say to you, Kwame, is I ain't fighting with you, but I will say this, right? Remember the first thing I said when I first got up here, right? Marriage, people do things and they doing it the wrong way. It should be marriage. If you're gonna do something, at least you got a wife. And if it don't work out, guess what? You're married. You got to make it work.
That's true. Very true. I believe in that too. Very true. Yeah.
That's
I
it.
agree with you on that. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely
we
feel
here.
it.
We here.
I agree with you. I just
it's nice to hear a man say that.
Yeah, it is. It is. We don't hear that a lot.
We gotta make a clip out of that one.
I believe in it.
I forgot it. I see your face. I won't do it. But somebody.
No, you good. You good. You can do it. I'm with it.
Yeah. Anybody else? That was a good final thought. I loved it. That summed it up amazingly. Anybody else want to go? They got a final thought. Y'all all can do it if y'all want to.
Thankful for Kwame for bringing me up here because I was just gonna listen in the chat because I have like 10,000 projects going, but I do like being here.
Steph, I like this stuff. Okay.
The new stuff.
Thank you. After having a few more conversation with these guys, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll be nice, but I'm gonna give the real Stephanie that talk. But it's very delightful, and I'm glad that like Elevator said we had a real conversation.
Shout out to the men up here. Man, we can learn from, and they elevate and they put positive vibes out there. Like, this is more of what we need to see. Y'all see a little more of this tomorrow also. Again, let me shout out the show. So tomorrow, we do this quite often, right? Tomorrow we have the men, just the men. You won't see any women tomorrow. They are going to do what we call something like a barbershop talk. They're going to keep it as real as possible. That is Evolutionary Men's Live, or you call it EVO. They started to call it EVO Men Live. You know what I'm saying? I like that better. All right.
Oh, no, man. Hold on. All the flack I got last week for that. That's crazy.
That's tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank everybody that's in this room. It's still 163 people watching this.
Wow.
I'm so sorry but we got to go, y'all. We gave y'all 3 hours. Hopefully, y'all like it. Y'all come back. Hopefully, y'all take the link on some of these pages I got. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on YouTube, y'all go to my YouTube page and subscribe. We do this all the time. We got sports shows coming. We got a cooking show, all types of stuff. My hand is in everything. We're going to get the gaming show going. We're going to figure this stuff out. Radio. We're going to do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be subscribed to see it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be subscribed to see it. Please do that. Subscribe to the Evolution Era Media YouTube channel. If I didn't have to go to work tomorrow early, I would definitely stay up here because we could talk all night. You know what I'm saying? I love this panel. I love all the panels that's on Evolution Era Media. But this one is special to me because it's very diverse. You would have to know all of us to know what I'm talking about. Watch some of the past episodes and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But these are my people. I love you guys. Thank all y'all for coming. I appreciate it. I'm losing my voice, right? It's crazy. All right, so we want to see everybody tomorrow.
Good
night. EVO Men's Live, Revolutionary Men's Live, tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, I love you guys. Hopefully, everybody come back tomorrow. Matter of fact, no, hopefully, come back tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 p.m., baby.
From Brooklyn.
We're gonna try to start on time.
Y'all, we ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. That's what's up.
Thank y'all all for coming.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night, y'all. Love you guys.
Salute.
Later.
Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. For the love, for the love, for the love, for the love. For the love, for the love, for the love. Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. For the love, for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love of it all. For the love, for the love, for the love. Swear I just wanna be somebody outside trying to meet somebody. Said we just way too dumb and drunk, and I just say I'm 21. I don't know what to just me for. Tell you what, let me dream. Take it someplace you ain't never been. If we break up, then don't make a scene. Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. For the love, for the love, for the love, for the love. For the love, for the love, for the love. Tell me what you want, what you want, what you want. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. For the love, for the love, for the love, for the love, for the love of it all. For the love, for the love, for the love. Don't always know what to say, but I can't let you go. Where we going after this? Hey, you never know. One thing I know for sure is everything will end. Meet me in the next life and we can try again.